That's so funny. How does he think that that's going to make them stop doing it? Like, that reaction is so worth it. And he doesn't understand that he's giving them exactly what they want.
I love it. No one will be on their deathbed wondering, I wish I watched more Phil. That's retarded.
So we're starting off the Phil folder here with Phil's reward that he gave back to the viewers today. Just have a look at this image, folks. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, Phil. Whoa. Oh, is that a sticker, chat?
Yes.
Let's get 10 subs for that sticker. Look at his eyes, dude.
He's such a bum.
He looks like he's stoned. He's like fucking blobulous bum dickers at that point.
I'm going to make it right now. I know we're going to hit it.
Just like falling down his fucking face, dude. Our next piece of Phil content. A lot of people have been speculating because of the DMs I had with Phil that his marriage was on the rocks. It's a dead marriage. They're going to get divorced soon. Now, I wasn't really giving that a whole lot of credence, because I figured Phil had isolated and brainwashed his fat wife enough by making her so fat there and keeping her away from the world that divorce is just not in the cards. But Phil slipped up today and revealed that he is no longer married. That he's
I saw this.
Divorce coin rocketing to the moon.
That I was happily married. I am happily married.
Whoa,
he was. Did you catch it, folks? Bring it back. Phil here with the massive confession slip up. You see the panic when he realized what he had said?
That I was happily married. I am happily married.
Oh. Do you know what
he was? Over.
Hot sauce for 10.
10 subs.
Let's fucking go. Big support. Thank you.
Go.
Yeah, Ashton, do you know in what context he was saying that in?
He's saying that he couldn't be friendly with me because he's happily married.
Was happily married,
which it's like, this is a very suspect thing. Like saying that you couldn't go out drinking with a guy because you're married. Why would that affect that? Is it that you're gay? You feel like it would be cheating on your wife to have a drink with another man? I don't know. I think he's gay.
So this is from 2 streams ago, okay?
All right, this is 2 copes ago.
2 copes ago.
And this one is honestly just autism from Phil.
Okay.
And it's just like the things that upset Phil are so funny because they wouldn't upset any normal person. But because he's so autistic, like the weirdest things set him off. He gets fixated on it. All right, let's have a look here.
All right, so here we go. Let's get to shout-outs. Let's start with the momentum. Remember, momentum is key. When someone contributes, someone else tends to contribute. You keep it rolling. You hit the goals. Boom. We want to hit those goals. Look at these balloons.
Once again, the entire show is not about providing content for the viewer, but instead, like, guilt-tripping the viewer into donating through weird, pathetic, sad desperation.
There is no content.
There never has been any content. It's like, guys, we need the momentum. You mean you need the momentum because you suck? Like, I don't know what to say. Listen, if you were actually good, Phil, the money would just come naturally and organically as a result of your stream. But instead, you have to beg like a dog.
These beautiful blooms that are exploding on stream around me. I need money for allergy medication. You understand?
Okay, that's insane. It's at the point he's begging for allergy medication, folks. He's begging for Claritin, folks. This guy doesn't even have $16 to go to the pharmacy and pick up Claritin over the counter. And he's going to tell everybody that the snorting, the coughing, the wheezing will continue until he can hit the allergy medication goal. But we know right well it's not his allergies, it's his own disdain and contempt from for the audience is why he's snorting and coughing and belching into the mic, because he hates his own fans. He hates everyone. And he just wants them all to suffer. That's why.
By the way, he was using that same example today. Did you know that? He was bringing the throw and the
Dumpy Koala has gifted one
fucking
sub.
go.
Now, Dumpy Koala, we heard that you gave 5 subs to Phil.
Mm-hmm.
So you owe at least
3 more.
Subs.
Yeah.
At least, at minimum, 3 more. That's how it works. I don't make the rules, Dumpy Koala.
I'm going to be sneezing profusely soon because I do have pollen allergies. So let's get it, all right?
Let's get it.
Here we go. Right?
What a goal. It's let's get the pollen allergy goal. Like, this is outrageous.
What the f***?
Let's get the goal to defeat my allergies, chat.
Ready? So we start off today with a $2 tip.
Imagine actually reading and counting a $2 tip. They're like, guys, we're really making I got $2 whole
$2. That's what that's what homeless people in Toronto say when you throw them a toonie.
Big spender. Come on, Phil.
No, this is hilarious. Will you be removing the crown from your background?
Oh, by the way, he dropped the crown for a 3rd time, folks.
The crown fell for the 3rd time there. So now we have Phil in his autistic mind, his autistic lore has been violated. Because no, why would I get rid? I've always been the king of this. And it's like, why are you so rattled? Like, watch how rattled he gets about it.
He gets really rattled.
Will you be changing the name of your goal from King's Tax? Because those were ideas given to you by the Kino Casino.
True.
So let me get this straight. You actually think that the King moniker was given to me by the Kino Casino?
Well, you were King of Hate, and then no one talked about it for years.
The thing is, Phil relinquished being the King of Hate because he was scared that people were going to make fun of him.
Yeah.
Or cancel him for being the King of Hate. And he didn't have any fucking balls to be who he wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we came around and gave him some level of confidence because he felt like he could hide behind our skirt and that we would protect him. So then he became the king again. But what Phil is going to try and say here is like a total retcon of about like the last 6 different retcons of this. So I'm not going to let him get away with his retconning.
Are you
Uh-oh.
Are you functional retard?
Whoa!
I was known as the King of Hate.
By the way, Phil, that's pretty toxic to say Phil.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound very positive.
Wait. He goes, I was known as the King of Hate. Yeah. But then you said that you weren't and you want to do positive streams.
Yeah. What's crazy is that Phil actually, just look how seething he is there for one. Just look at how miserable he is.
Yeah.
This is not a positive, fun guy. This is a negative, miserable man who's enslaved and trapped by his own decisions. And he doesn't have the balls to dig himself out of the hole that he put himself in. Okay, that's the reality there, Phil. But Phil actually expects that everybody would know that he was in the fighting game community 20 years ago.
Oh, man.
And that he went by that nickname because he thinks that every person in the world needs to know his entire 39, 43-year, 57-year lineage and legacy, his legacy. And it's like, no, Phil, that's fucking delusional. To expect that people are going to know you were in the fighting game community 25 years. Why? Why would they know that, Phil?
Yeah.
Why are you so angry that they don't know? Is it because you're an irrelevant bump? Is that why?
Yeah.
No one actually cares about Philip.
The King moniker is mine and always will be, and I can use it if I want, and I can stop using it whenever I want, and that's my prerogative and my decision to make.
He's taking this so seriously. No, Phil, I own the trademark to King. You're not allowed to call yourself king anymore because
Yeah.
I say so.
Oh, the king with 200 viewers.
Wait, it is like there's a whole lot of other people. Like there's King Cobra, JFN.
Yeah, King Dave.
King Dave. Like there's a lot of lolcow kings. You know, you're gonna have to get in line.
Exactly. He's the king of bankruptcy. The king of 200 viewers. Yeah.
He didn't give me the idea to start using the moniker that I already had.
Then why didn't you have the crown?
Why weren't you using it then?
What king's coffers?
Well,
you didn't have that.
I did give you the idea to bring it back because I constantly was calling you king, my liege, right? All of this shit gassing you up. And then you actually believe that you really were a king is the craziest part. He really believes that. Look at how demented he is. He honestly looks like he's dented. Like legitimately, like somebody took a fucking shovel to his skull and just slammed his fucking brain right in. Look at him, man. Look at him, bro. Oh, man.
I'm streaming.
He just gave me the confidence to start using it again.
They gave me the confidence to start using it again. So wait.
We did give.
Yes. So yes, we did get you to start using it again, Phil, because you had no confidence.
Wait, he admitted it?
Yeah, he's a buck-broken, neurotic loser that's paranoid and fucked up in the head. So some fucking 400-pound fat guy, half his fucking age, had to give him the confidence to call him a pretend internet king. This is the sad world that he lives in.
What a fuck.
Where some guy like half his age has to give him the inspiration to feel that he's a man.
It doesn't have to be representative of hate. It's not.
What?
You can still be a king, but not have to hate everything around you. In fact, it shows the evolution of the moniker.
He's the king of boring, bro. Have you watched one of his streams?
Get ready for this retcon, by the way. This is an insane retcon by Phil.
By the way, guys, I watched the Level 1 podcast from start to finish for the first time today. It may be more boring than Review Tech USA.
It is. It genuinely is.
Unironically. He pauses for like 30 seconds between each sentence. I'm like, God, you're live.
There's just so much dead air.
Yeah, you're
live. But it's great to have dead air, and that's what people want. It's sad.
Oh. Why would I do that? To watch him.
It actually started off as something really negative and bad many years ago.
So he claims now that it started off as negative and bad. But if we remember, his original cope is that the king of hate was completely innocent and normal. And it was the evil detractors who twisted it into being something bad. He has now retconned that into saying that it was bad from the beginning, but that he of his own accord matured into a positive and wise adult. And therefore the moniker has now become good. It's just crazy how much he contradicts himself and lies when we have all of his lies on record. And using Pig Go, like people can easily cross-reference the lies and show the contradictions. So I don't really know why he does this stuff, because all of the detractors know that he's lying. He knows that he's lying. We know that he's lying. And even the sad, pathetic fucking dents have been there long enough to know that he's lying. Yeah. So he does this for no other reason other than to try and pretend like he's controlling a narrative, which he doesn't do at all. It's big time mental illness. I don't know how else to describe it.
Reality Wars TV says RTU is fucking Charlie Chaplin compared to Phil. He at least takes his shirt off.
Oh, let's not go that far, man. Let's not go that far.
Over time, it evolved, it changed, and I formed it into something positive, something that people like.
He says positive. He has never been more negative. Like today was the most negative.
So negative and toxic. And he talks about how, won't talk about drama, but then talks about us for 30 minutes straight. He talks about how it's immoral to make fun of people, but then he's making fun of us for a half hour. Like, make it make sense, Phil. This guy's mind is completely fucking broken. He doesn't know what's up, what's down, what's black, what's white. He doesn't know the color of the fucking sky because he never goes outside. He's completely mind broken by the casino. He doesn't know what to do. He can't cope this all away. He's trying, but the reality is the King Snake stream, Phil, it exists. It exists where you said that you lied about your own mother's medical conditions to try and grift money off our fans.
And cancer from your wife.
You lied about your wife's cancer to try and milk money out of our fans, Phil. That's what you came out and said that you did. And now you're trying to turn it into that you were the victim. When, Phil, you came to us, Phil. You came to us hat in fucking hand because you were fucking felted and you were being destroyed. And so you looked to us to try and save you, Phil. That's what it is. And now you're bitter and salty because it didn't work out the way you thought it would, Phil. I knew all along. No, you didn't, Phil. No, Phil, you're a mark, Philip.
People like to meme about, that people like to joke about. We all know I'm not really a king.
Well, no.
Oh, you're true.
We all know that. But do you know that? Because the sort of entitlement that Phil has is of somebody who genuinely believes they are a king, who lives in like a fantasy fairy tale land, like a lunatic in an insane asylum thinking that they're Napoleon and demanding the other lunatics in the asylum worship him and obey his orders. And the thing is, he's surrounded by so much mental illness, like people like PWR, that there are people willing to enable his delusional like Napoleon complex of believing he's Napoleon because they themselves are pathetic and mentally ill. And so they look to him as like the head in charge of the asylum. That's essentially what the Phil stream is, when you really think about it.
But let's be honest.
Guys, I'm not really a king.
We know.
Yeah, we're not.
But do you?
We're
But
not
do you?
retarded, bro. We're not. We don't have to mention.
It's fun. It's fun to joke about it. It's fun to have it in the intro. It's fun to have a crown behind me and have it be part of my.
In the land of the dense, the one brain-celled man is king. If they have no functioning brain cells and you have one, that makes you their king.
Yeah.
So
That whole online persona. It's a fun thing. They didn't give me the idea. What a ludicrous thing to say. That's some real revisionist history there.
no,
And in fact,
it's
if
you. As a matter of fact, it's you, Philip, who's doing the revisionist history around the King of Hate moniker. I never claimed that I invented that. It obviously is true, though, Phil, that the only reason you use that, again, is because I called you a king. Like, let's stop playing pretend, okay? Let's try and live in the real world, okay? Let's try just a little bit. Come on.
Thing. The fact that I'm going to take it and own it and roll forward with it positively is a way to jab them.
You're fucking gay, bro.
Oh, my God.
Fucking
Guys,
so gay.
You know what everybody comes to the internet for? Positivity. Okay, how about you make videos of puppies and kittens then?
Yeah, you.
That'd be some positive content that'd brighten some middle-aged woman's day. I don't really think you playing Call of Duty badly is legitimately positive or meaningful, sir. I just don't, and nobody else believes it either, Philip.
Yeah, positive.
Just like calling this show the Level 1 Podcast is a way to jab at Keemstar.
Wait. I thought you were being positive, though. Why is he jabbing at anyone?
He's negative and toxic.
Oh!
Doesn't he think about poor Keemstar's feelings? And this is the thing is that, no, he never thinks about anybody other than himself and how it relates to him and his money. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Who use this as an insult, but I've used it as a successful show for 3+ years and keep going.
Successful? You made $36 today.
By your own definition. Like, how do you define successful? You know, like
you
that
could
you're
eat.
not
You could
dead
order
yet?
DoorDash. You could order DoorDash.
That's not really success, Phil.
Come on.
You turn a negative into a positive. You roll forward with it. That's how you survive in this online climate. You don't run with your.
By the way, with everyone that we make fun of, like their W is that they're not dead.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cog, Ralph, Mersh, him.
The problem is with these guys, right, is that they're completely delusional and they can never accept an L.
Yeah.
So they need to lower the threshold of what constitutes a W to the point where it's like, okay, well, I'm not dead, so you lose.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not really a true win or loss
Yeah,
condition.
you know.
Don't act like a pussy or a sissy or a coward. And you certainly don't let people revise history in a ludicrous fucking way that's not even
cares?
close to being true. I am a king. I'll always be a fucking king. Any day that I want, I'll put on the crown. I'll
I've always
Do you
been
know
a
what
king.
this
But
is?
you know, like the guys, go ahead.
It's like a child running up to their mom with like a cape. Look, mommy, I'm a king. Yeah, you are a king, honey. Look,
That's
yeah. He's
seriously
got a
what it
pot
is.
on his head.
It's so pathetic.
It's
It really is.
really pathetic, bro.
Grip, man. You're in your 40s trying to call yourself an internet king. And it'd be
Sheesh.
one thing, but you really take it seriously. And you're talking about revisionist history around the moniker of a false internet king. The thing is, Phil is a mark. He's a mark for himself. He genuinely believes that every word from his mouth is like the words of Christ. He seriously believes that his farts are like as beautiful as the Fifth Sonata or some shit like this. Like, he really believes like Beethoven's Fifth Symphony erupts from his asshole every time he's on the toilet. But it's not so, Phil. You're actually a very low IQ, pathetic bum that's never entertained anybody in more than 5 fucking years, Phil. It's just been beg, beg, beg.
off the crown. I be whatever I want because I've been here for 17 years and I earned that distinction.
You
Get it?
earned
I've been here longer than anyone else and I'll be here
If
longer.
you're the king
No,
of
but-
the empire, we're the king of the universe.
I
You
don't
fucking
know, man.
He's
He
so
claims
low.
he's been here longer than everybody else, but Andy's been doing this almost as long as Phil.
2 years less than you, bud.
You know, Andy's been doing this shit 15 years, but Phil is like this wise, enlightened man by having wasted 17 years begging on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really that spectacular, that special, Phil. And there's lots of other creators who've lasted as long as you, if not longer, and been way more successful. There's Doug Walker. There's James Rolfe. Like, Phil, get a fucking grip, bro. Stop.
Yeah. And I reached higher highs than you, Phil. You were fighting like I made movies, did stand up. I'm not saying I'm the best ever, but if you compare him to anyone on Twitch,
Well,
there are
I'll be real.
15-year-olds fucking
when-
rape him and views play Minecraft.
When did Phil get 100,000 live viewers?
Yeah.
When did that? It's the thing, Phil.
Phil.
Like, you talk about like Warski has nothing on, like, no, Phil, get a grip. Like, you've never had a live stream as successful as Warski Live was at its top level, but that's beside the point. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Longer than anyone else until the day that I decide to turn off my stream. That'll be when I retire and not a moment sooner. There's no one who could stop me. There's no one who could do anything about it.
I hope you don't. Like, I don't want him to. It's funny making fun of you, Phil.
What he doesn't understand, like, he tries to say in a later video that we're going to watch that he's no longer our puppet, but he fails to understand that by doing this and seething at us, he continues to be our puppet. In fact, it's working better than we could have ever fucking dreamed. It's an infinite content glitch gold mine where this guy just seethes and copes and cries. And the best part is, we don't have to listen to his DMs or his crying anymore. We don't have to actually, interact with him over the Discord call. Now we can just play the clip. And what's amazing is with the detractors, we don't even have to clip it ourselves.
Yes.
The shit gets clipped it's like clockwork. It's amazing. So, Phil, thank you for being such a seething, salty little baby and being our puppet slave even still.
Dance, monkey, dance. By the way, someone said even Ralph had higher highs than Phil. True, actually.
And they got a fucking choke on it. The king is back, baby. He's here to stay, and he ain't fucking go.
Oh, it's cringed. Oh, that hit my spine.
Really cringe, man.
Oh.
He's trying to pretend that he's tough or whatever.
No, I'm not getting rid of the king moniker and the king's tax because I like it. All righty. Thank you for the tip.
That's all he had to say.
For $2.
Why-
That was for $2.
By the way, all he had to say was, I'm not getting rid of it because I like it. That's all he had to say. he didn't have to go on this rent-free tangent for 3 minutes about us. You know, that didn't have to happen.
Okay, so we got to figure out what else to do on my birthday marathon. So we'll talk about it over the course of the week. I'm sure.
How about you figure out what you would like to do on your birthday? Why is it the chat's responsibility to come up with ideas for you? Because there's nothing rattling around in that empty skull of this man.
Let me guess.
By the
Play
way,
games.
You know what he's doing for his
What?
birthday?
What?
He's turning 44 years old.
Is he building the Lego?
He is building Lego, but he's having a Minecraft-themed birthday party. Let me repeat.
No.
A Minecraft-themed birthday party.
Hang
For
on.
the mature, responsible adult Philip Burnell's 44th birthday. He is going to play Minecraft. He's going to have a Minecraft-themed cake. And he's going to have Minecraft balloons and decorations. And he's going to build a Minecraft Lego set. Right now, across all of Phil's platforms, he has 163 viewers. That's with Kick and YouTube.
I have more at 7 a.m. Phil. I get
Well, that's
1,200.
now, like, Phil is just totally cooked, and he's just bitter and jealous and seething, and we're rent-free. And what's crazy to me is I almost thought for a minute that Phil would actually be smart and shut the fuck up about us. Like, I wasn't expecting that we would still be getting this, like, weeks later. This amount of salt, the salt that he gave us today, the content that he gave us today was crazy.
It's almost unlimited.
It really is, because I genuinely hurt this guy deep down, because, and it's all projection what he says. He's lonely. He has no friends. He never leaves his house. He's bitter. He's old. He's stagnant. He's washed up. He's fucking cooked. And he really genuinely believed that I would carry him for 20 years on my back. Like, that's like, he actually believes that he is entitled to me spending my entire life slaving for him for nothing in return. Like, that's what he believes. Every single person is put on this planet to be his indentured servant, because that's the level of narcissism and delusion that this guy operates on. And when he doesn't get that, he suffers narcissistic injury and he melts the down. And that's what we're witnessing.
I think I heard him too, because remember he was trying to like still be friendly with me, and then I'm like,
well,
pulled
and
the
then
pin. I'm like, no.
he tries to claim that I owe him.
For what? He
It's like,
owes
how?
us.
He owes me so fucking much. And that's why I'm extracting this value.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I don't give a shit, Phil. Anyway, let's keep going here.
Sure, you guys will probably come up with something else to do. But I have a brief update. So over the weekend, during my time off, I said, I'm going to order one of these Minecraft Lego sets, which we had talked about last week. We had looked at them together or whatever.
That's the
Mature.
worst content.
By the way, this
Ever
is
heard.
the mature adult content from Wise Man Phil.
This is the worst.
Who wants to see a guy in his mid-40s build a Lego set?
No one.
Silence. Like, nobody.
He has no views or donos.
And I decided, man, I want to get that Lego set that has the sword, because I think that would be cool. It really stands out. And I could probably put it somewhere in the background once we complete it. You know, for the month, I think it'd be really nice. So I ordered this Minecraft Lego set, okay? And it was supposed to be delivered yesterday. It guaranteed, actually, that it was going to be delivered.
Oh, and now Amazon, fucking Amazon
Are you
failed.
actually crying to the audience about the delivery date for a Lego set? That's your content, Phil?
Not content. Look at his face here, Ash.
He looks terrible. He
He's-
looks terrible, man. He's always miserable. Like,
Oh,
he
wow.
he can't even contain his misery anymore.
This is not a podcast. This is you complaining to your wife privately.
Yesterday. And I said, all right, great. I'll have it. I could show it to you on the podcast today, that here it is, and we can get hyped to build it.
Okay, if you're an adult, I'll say this is honest. You're an adult gets hyped at someone showing you a Lego box, you need to leave the internet forever. You need to leave the internet.
Dent alert, dent alert, dent alert.
No, you cannot be allowed on the internet.
So we're waiting.
Okay.
We're waiting. We're waiting. And it says it's going to be delivered latest by 10 p.m., but it's supposed to be between 5 and 10 p.m. 10 p.m. comes and goes. We don't get it. I said, you got to be kidding me. This is the third time in 1 month that my wife or I have ordered something from Amazon and it just doesn't show up.
Oh my God.
And
please tell me the Amazon driver's an A-log, a detractor.
I wouldn't put it past them, to be honest.
I'll skip this today.
Every case, the item has been lost. One was the chair cover. Remember I told you the original chair cover? That one was lost. Same situation happened. And then the next day they updated the order and it said it was destroyed in transit.
It's definitely a fucking detractor, eh? Destroyed in transit. How does a chair cover get destroyed in transit? It's not even fragile.
And that they were going to issue me a credit. Okay? She had ordered something. I don't even know what it was. And it just kept getting bumped every day. It kept saying, it's going to show up by 10, bumped. Going to show up by 10, bumped. Going to show up by 10, bumped. Finally, she contacted Amazon and said, what is going on? They said, we have no idea. We're just going to mail you another one. Okay? So basically last night, after this package, again, didn't show up, and they had no ETA, they said, oh, we're going to try to deliver it tomorrow, but we don't know what happened. Okay? I contacted Amazon last night. Now, of course, when you contact them after hours.
Like, I just love how getting an Amazon package delivered is like trying to climb Mount Everest. Like, it's this insane, arduous burden that's been put upon this man. That how can anyone ever deal with, like, when is my Amazon package going to get delivered? Am I going to contact support or no? Who cares? Holy f***.
For Lego, by the way.
You're not going to get someone who's domestic. You get someone international. So I did the chat, and you can tell.
That's the Indian. Hello, I'm help you.
Well, you know, they're doing their best, but, you know, they basically probably are in a call center or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're just going to try to help me, right?
Yeah.
And I said, here's the situation. I have no confidence this thing's going to show up because this is the third time in a month this has happened, and the item never shows up. So what I would like to do is cancel.
Here's an idea, Phil. How about we don't order from Amazon? How about we leave our house? We go to Target and we buy the Lego set, Phil. If you need it right now, why don't you go to a brick and mortar location that has the Lego in stock and just buy it?
That's
but
tough,
for
though.
him, everything has to be on Amazon, and it has to be within 2 days on Prime, and heaven forbid it's a day fucking late. Like, whoa, buddy.
This order, and right now, if you give me a credit, I'll just buy it again because the item was available to reorder immediately and have it at 10 a.m. this morning. Okay? So I said, no problem. I'll reorder it. I'll have it by 10 a.m. with a different delivery person. So they said, okay, no problem. Sir, we're going to do exactly what you want.
Is this content? Is this content?
This is the most boring shit in the world.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Let's just go to the next video.
Hang on, no way. We got this. Let's pound through it.
No.
Let's cancel your order, give you credit, and then you can immediately order the replacement. Okay, cool, do that.
With this.
So they said they did it. I checked my account. It said I had the credit. It's in the account. Cool. So I go
This is positive,
and I place the order for the replacement Lego set.
Okay.
Right? It's about $50, by the way, this Lego set. So it's a good one. It's a pretty good quality one. They're expensive, but
50's not that much for Lego. That's like the low
Lego's
quality.
outrageous. Lego's like fucking hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for the pixel. I was like, guys, I'm not cheaping out. I'm spending a whole $50 on your reward, guys.
That's the small box
now,
ones.
Mind you, you gave me $1,500 for this $50 reward, but let's not think about it too much, guys. Because I'm entitled to do whatever I want.
It'll be a good build. Hopefully we can get it all done on the marathon. It won't take too many hours, right? But I think we'll be probably doing 2-3 hours maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Uh-huh.
So I reorder the item.
Oh,
By the way, I just want to say one thing.
God help me.
You know, somebody brought this up in chat. It's so true. Where they said like the word positive, it really gives off like corpo slop vibes. And Phil tries to pretend that he's like this blue collar everyman that tells it like it is, and he's like, you know what I mean? But in actuality, like he's even more neutered and buck broken than like corporate executives giving like a talk at a seminar. You know, he talks exactly like a corporate shill would talk, but he's not a corporate shill.
Yeah. It's
Brutal.
True. It's true. We're gonna have a positive atmosphere here.
And then
Every employee's seething.
look at my account and it says refunded.
No!
I told
No,
you.
the Lego order was refunded. Woe is me.
Okay.
What shall I do
There's
now?
a detractor. There's a detractor in the Amazon offices. One guy specifically is working at Amazon in his area to do this.
Item when you receive it. I said, what?
What?
And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious?
So I'm like, I look at doing a double take. It now says I have 2 orders for the same item.
Wait, what?
But the original order had already been canceled and I got a credit. So how could there be an order for that and now a new order for the same item? This doesn't even make
Use your
sense,
brain,
right?
Phil.
So I
Use
look at
your
one.
brain.
One is my new order. I just placed it. Okay. So now let me look at this other one. So you know what it says? The only way for this to be closed, you have to receive the item. And once you receive the item, then you have to physically return it to us.
I'm gonna be real. Like, I have had issues with Amazon in like the last month
Yeah.
where I've had stuff not show up on time or be refunded mysteriously. I would never in a million years be like, you know what? That's my content for the show today. Let me go to the audience and talk to them about my Amazon package. But you know what? Even if I did, I would tell it in a way more entertaining and funny
You
way.
have.
than this.
You
Like,
have.
This to me is just insane. It's just unhinged what he's doing. It's slop.
Now, we already gave you the refund, but you still have to return the item to us.
Wait. So he's got to mail it back or he's charged again?
What are you talking about? Never
Listen,
was this discussed with me at all with the
Eat the $50. Like, I don't know, man. Like, life is too short, isn't it? Like, isn't life too short to be spending like hours obsessing over a $50 Lego delivery and going through the whole fucking kit and caboodle with customer support, 5-6 different. At a certain point, like my time is worth more to me than that $50.
Same, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like most people are like that, but not only is Phil going to go through that entire process, but then he's going to waste even more of his life by crying about it in a really boring way to maybe 200 people online.
You know, I fucking out of one out of my like 100 packages in the last year I've ordered, or like a year and a half, one didn't show up. You know what I did, Ash? Nothing. I didn't do. I hit like oh, it didn't show up. I don't even know the results of if I was paid back or not. I just didn't care. I was like, I don't have time. Customer service and call people for $40. I don't.
customer service person. All I said I wanted to do was
I went, okay, well, I'll order it again.
cancel the order entirely so I could use the credit to order the next one. I could have it this morning. Okay? So they didn't tell me any of that in the conversation we had.
This is the sort.
They
You know
basically
who this guy
lied
is?
and said they were canceling the
This
order.
This
They
guy
didn't
is
cancel.
the sort of motherfucker who, like, on the chips. I don't know if they still have this, but they would have like the seal of quality. And if you weren't satisfied with your chips, you could call the number or you could mail in. And like, this is the sort of scumbag that would actually like, and I knew I had a friend like this. what he would do is he would take photographs of the potato chips that were fucked up, or that he would like break them and pretend that the chips came broken, and then he would mail into the chip company in order to get new chips or coupons that would be sent out. This is the sort of person that Phil is, that just has like no fucking respect for their own time and is just a lazy, worthless fucking bum. That's who Phil is.
This is even worse. When I was younger, I was at a friend's house. We ordered KFC like the family did, right? And I was eating over for dinner. We ate everything. His dad called KFC.
Yeah.
And he said the fucking food was terrible and it was just bones left. And he fought them till he got the refund. I'm like, you could do that? What the fuck?
Cancel the order.
I'm not even joking.
What they did is they set it up as a refund.
Like, it was too greasy. I'm like, KFC? Like, what did you think we were getting?
Return, which isn't what I need. I needed the order canceled. All right. So basically, I said, what is going on? I don't need 2 Lego sets. All right. So then I said, all right, well, it sounds like there's no way to cancel the order then. I mean, like they don't know what they're doing. So what I'll do is I'll just cancel the reorder and I'll just have to sit around today and wait and see if this thing actually shows up. And if it doesn't,
sitting around and waiting for a package to arrive? Heaven for fucking bid. What else would you be doing, Phil? Like you're just playing games 6 days a fucking week. You reach. What are you talking about, Phil?
Well, I've already gotten the refund.
Your content, sir. Your positive content.
Right? If it never shows up, I've already gotten the refund for it.
Oh my God.
All right.
Help me,
so
God.
I cancel the order, the reorder. So now there's no reorder. Now there's only one order in my account.
Now this is honestly,
but it says,
this is why this is like North Korea. You know, it's not just that all dissent is silenced. It's not just like that this guy believes that he's the voice of God and he's like, you know, the most powerful and important person on the face of the earth and that everything revolves around him. It's the same sort of like demented shit where like the leader will force these people to sit there for like 6 hours and listen to him ramble about nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like North Korea, where it's like, listen, if you don't listen to me talk about an Amazon purchase, somebody's gonna get shot. And it's gonna be you. That's the vibe that I'm getting. It's like, why would you watch this unless a gun was pointed to your head?
refunded already, return the item when it shows up, but I want the item. So what I'm thinking is, if the item shows up, keep it. And then if they say, well, we got to rebill you, then bill me. That was the point to begin with.
I've lost
bill me for the item.
Talking about.
You're the one who screwed this up to begin with by not delivering it and then not canceling it like you say. Constantly and swearing out the ass. Then, you know, that's your fault. That's your...
No, it's complaint about that.
Does Phil really think that Amazon is listening to his stream, or that Amazon like cares about his business, or that he's like such a big deal that Amazon would bend over backwards to keep his business? Like who does this guy think that he is?
Yeah.
It's just kind of wild.
It's unbelievable, actually. Seriously.
Or shortcoming. Because I don't want 2 Lego sets, and I don't want to have to return a Lego set. You can't... I canceled the reorder, yes. You can't cancel the original at all. There's no way. Don't ask me how. You just can't cancel it in their system. All right?
I've canceled,
so that's why I was
canceled shit so easily before.
Supposed to have the Legos today to show you and say, hey, here's the hitters. Let's get hype for the birthday. They wouldn't have given it to me.
For the birthday. You know, his birthday is such a monumental event. We have to build up to it for weeks.
By showing the Lego?
Oh, my God.
All right. So there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just stuck. Now, here's the other kicker. Because in the system, it shows as already refunded.
Oh, my dear God.
There's no tracking. So I actually have absolutely no idea if and when this will actually show up. It could show up at any point today, or it could never show up.
There were many years where we didn't have real-time tracking on packages, Phil. You know, the guy constantly talks about the young generations today are so entitled, and back in my day, it was like this in the arcades back in my day. And it's like, Phil, like, you can't survive without the convenience of a real-time Amazon tracker for your packages. Like, I feel like you're going to live. I feel like you'll live.
Here we go, guys. The long one.
Guys, let's get some support rolling.
Okay. Like, look at him. He's felt it again. Why does he keep looking down like that out of shame? Is it because he's finally realized what a pathetic beggar bum he is?
Well, I think it's because no one was donating. He was begging the entire day, dude.
Let's get momentum building here on the stream.
It never momentum. There was no momentum.
There was
never momentum.
So that we can do DSP tries at the McDonald's Minecraft meal.
Okay, are you the
Minecraft meal?
Oh my god!
By the end of this week.
So pathetic.
The end of the
Phil.
week. That's the goal. Minecraft meal at McDonald's.
That is really the goal. We're doing Chick-fil-A today. In fact, we're going to go to the menu next, and we're
can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh yeah,
going to figure out what to order. But after Chick-fil-A, the next one is at 90 goals. Let's hit that by the end of this week. Friday, let's do it. Let's
8 goals to eat the Minecraft meal.
So he needs $1,500 to hit the goal. So he's got 2 of them already. He needs 8 more goals. Then he'll eat a hamburger from McDonald's.
Unbelievable.
Let's order the Minecraft meal and try it. So let's hit those goals.
This, we do the Minecraft meal, you and I, for free.
Well, no one wants to see us eat
No,
fucking
it's
Minecraft.
bad. It's terrible
No
content.
Cares, and I'm pretty sure it's just a Big Mac, isn't it? Or is it just like a cheeseburger?
Like a
what the
Happy
fuck?
Meal? What is this?
What is it? Like McDonald's Minecraft
Yeah,
meal.
yeah. What do you got there?
Like, let me see what fantastic shit. It's just a fucking chicken nuggets.
Wait.
So you can choose either a Big Mac, a 10-piece chicken nuggets, or a spicy chicken sandwich.
Okay, what else is in the meal though?
And French fries and a drink. So it's just the same McDonald's meal that Phil has tried many times before.
Is there a new package or something?
There's a special package that's Minecraft. I'm gonna hit the.
I'm actually mad. Like,
Read alert! Holy Philip!
Holy
Let's get our first super chat of the day. Let's get our first gifted sub of the day. Let me tell you, on Kick, support has dwindled massively.
Look at him. That's almost gonna be a sticker. Look how sad he is. Look how sad he is.
Ash. Guess how many Kick subs he got for the entire Level 1 podcast? Go.
1.
No.
Oh!
0. He got.
Stop!
I swear, I have it. I have a clip.
No.
Yeah. Literally 0.
The bar was low, Phil.
You
but
said
holy
I said 1.
It was full on feltastic. Phil's looking so miserable, bro. Like, honestly, that's the stereotype of just like a miserable middle-aged man that wants to die. That's just trapped in a drudgery of a life that's completely worthless. And it's fitting he looks that way because that's exactly what he is.
Actually, it's even worse, Ashton. He banned Danny 375, who was actually paying for a sub. And he got banned. So he got -1 subs today.
Okay. Why is support dwindled? Because all of the casino simps ran back to the casino to suck on their dicks all day.
They never left.
What's hilarious though, Phil, is like you liked them for the last 8 months and now they're simps. Phil, do you not see how transparent this all is? Like, you actually feel like you have some like moral crusade to be on, Phil. Get a grip. No one buys into what you're saying, not even yourself, Phil. And that's why you're so desperate to keep coping and seething at us, Phil, is because you still haven't been able to come up with a lie that makes yourself feel good. You still can't come up with it. and you know you're coping.
Meaningful content. I can't stop that. Okay? I can't. Literally a bunch of people who just do whatever they're told.
Yes.
have
Okay,
no
so Phil, pause. Phil, you just admitted you can't control that, right? You just admitted that. So now what are you going to do? Are you going to accept it and move on with your positive, chill stream for mature adults? Or are you going to attempt to control what you just admitted you can't control and make a complete fool of yourself for over a half hour? Let's find out.
Independent thought whatsoever. I would rather watch two life losers sitting there ringing dinner bells and screaming about
Ringing
drama.
dinner bell. No, Phil. It's called a tard bell, Phil. And it's a triangle. It's not a dinner bell.
Ring the bell.
And we're just gonna ring it for that statement, Phil.
Yeah.
Right? So Phil, let's just be honest for a second. Phil, you play video games for a living, Phil. Like, you're talking about other people being life losers when every day you have to get down on your knees and beg like a bum to be coddled like a child and get paid to play video games, Phil, because you refuse to work a real job.
And no days
Phil.
off, no vacations.
No days off, no vacations. It's not like you've paid off your house and you're in good finances. You still owe a ton of back taxes. You're still up to your fucking eyeballs in debt. And every spare dollar you have goes to a predatory mobile game, which you're a mark for, and you waste everything that you earn. That's your life, Phil. You're an alcoholic. You're in your mid-40s talking about how your next birthday is going to be a Minecraft children's birthday.
With online people, not IRL friends.
And you don't have any real life friends that you're meeting up with. There's no family out there for you. You're just all alone in your house with a wife that's basically a roommate where you guys are never intimate. This is your life, Phil. I'm not saying that me or Andy are like the most successful people in the world, okay? But I'm just saying we're more successful than you are at this, Phil. And that you really, when you're in a glass house like you are, Philip, you maybe shouldn't throw stones about that.
Yeah.
Wasted your entire life, Phil. You wasted it. You have nothing to show for all of your years doing this.
Yeah.
An actual like gameplay content.
Hey, wait, hang on. I have to say this, okay? So he claims that we don't do content because we react to people. First of all, it's called roasting. It's called reaction.
But didn't he have an entire channel called DSP Reacts?
Well, DSP tries it. It's reacting to people's meals.
The thing is, like, Phil has tried to do drama content in the past. During the 8-month arc with us, he tried going after Ralph. He tried going after Review Tech. He tried going after Cog. He tried going after a ton of people and doing React content. The problem is he wasn't entertaining and he fucking sucked and he was a failure. So then the cope is, oh, well, this was always rotten and immoral to do this. No, you didn't think that, Phil, because you went and did it. You went and did it. So you can't come to us, ask to be on the casino, ask to do this stuff, then do your own drama and then claim that you were never about drama, Phil. And that you're this moral and positive. You just can't. It doesn't make sense. Well, it's incoherent, Phil.
Well, and also, I enjoy commentary and people making jokes about other people and roasting. How is gaming content better today? Playing that new Atomfall silently.
Well,
like just look at that. Oh, look at that.
What's meaningful and stuff like that. I mean, we're going to do a segment about Canadian politics.
Yeah.
Isn't doing a segment on Canadian politics more meaningful than playing a video game? Yeah. I just don't understand. So in his mind, the only valid form of content is playing video games. But that's not reality, Phil. That's just cope on your part.
Buddy, it's, yeah.
Or just hanging out, having a good time. So you know what?
By the way, I used to, like months ago, play games at 5 a.m. to unwind and just chill with chat with 4 times the amount of viewers you have on your prime time slot, making more money. And that was the easy content for me. Like everyone's leaving.
He genuinely has no idea how to compete because he can't. Because times have passed him by. Back when there were very few people doing this, very little competition, he could succeed. But the moment there was actual competition, people that were actually able to be funny and entertaining and charismatic and weren't some autistic, stiff, charismaless loser, he could no longer compete. And so he just does not know in 2025 how to actually be relevant. And he's cooked.
More power to them, but that was just a lot of people who were here and were supporting the Kick channel, and they're gone. And they're not going to come back. You have to understand that, right?
By the way, the reason they're gone...
I really wish that more people...
The reason they're gone is not because we commanded them to stop donating, because we can't do that. We could say that, but they still have their own free will, Phil. The reason that they're no longer watching and donating to you is because you're not entertaining. That's why.
Yeah.
You are not entertaining enough and compelling enough to win them over. And therefore, you're not getting donations, Phil. If you were the more entertaining and funny show than our show, they would go with you, Phil. At least some portion of them. The fact that none of them are coming to you, Phil, indicates that you failed. You had such an opportunity, Phil, with thousands of our viewers, and you failed.
Yeah.
And that's on you. It's not on me, Phil. You failed. It's your fault.
Even when we were like pretending to be your friend, Phil, our viewers would come in our chat and go, well, I tried watching and he sucks. And
Defective Detective is right, too. It's because he banned all of them also.
Oh, true, yes.
There were ones that might have been willing to stay if you let them have fun and do memes and stuff like that. But you're so sensitive and so thin-skinned, Phil, that you banned them all. And you turned the chat into a fucking Gestapo snort Korea mess. So no wonder people aren't supporting Phil.
But even if they were still allowed to be in his chat, they always came back to our chat and went, it's bad. I can't watch that, boys.
People would be open-minded and say, you know, I can like this, but I can also like this. I don't have to only like one or the other, or like this because I'm told
no
by...
one likes you because you're shit.
The only person that's trying to tell people what to like is you, Phil. It's you who's sad that you can't control these people into giving to you, even though they don't find you entertaining. That's the problem here, Phil. Okay?
This group to like this. You can have a brain. You can be independent. You can think for yourself, and you can support what you like. But sadly, a lot of people just aren't like that. They just want to...
How is being independent and thinking for yourself giving Phil money because he told you to? It doesn't make sense, Phil. They are thinking for themselves, and what they think is that you suck. You see?
Be led in life like sheep through a pasture by a fucking herder. That's all they want, to be told what to do. Please tell me how to live, right?
What?
So
even if we forced our viewers
to crazy.
No, Ash, if we forced our viewers to watch Phil, we demand you to watch Phil, they'd all go, F you. We're not going to watch him. F that shit.
Oh, the Kick support has dwindled massively.
Maybe a little bit, and now it went.
All right, it would be great if today we could get some support on Kick. It is the final day of the month, so it would count, and I would, get credit for it right away. All right? Please consider becoming a sub.
$5.
Pause. He's lying.
Weekly.
He's saying, yeah, it's weekly for him because he's verified, which he admits later on.
You fucking lying sack of shit.
So he's actually a total liar who's creating a false sense of urgency because he's lying.
Yeah.
He's lying to the customer and creating a false sense of urgency, which is unethical, Phil.
Yeah,
and actually it's immoral to do that, Phil. You want to talk about morality and positivity and all this shit. You're lying to the customer as a salesman and creating a false sense of urgency that the only way you're going to get that money is if they donate today because it's the last day of the month. When in reality, you don't get paid monthly, you get paid weekly, Phil. What a piece of shit.
It's like a store that puts like on sale, but it's like always on sale.
Or gifting some subs over on Kick.
Sales price is higher than the real price.
Yeah.
I've seen that in the grocery store. At Loblaws, if you remove the yellow sticker, you'll see that the sales price is actually higher than the regular price by $1.
Wow, that's wild.
If you like the content and you like the fact that I stream there, despite the fact that most of the support has left, okay? Thank you in advance. But like I said, let's get our first super chat of the day.
Ash, he's thanking donations in advance.
Let's get our first member of the day. We haven't gotten any of those
Never
right
happens,
now.
by the way.
And I would appreciate that support. Okay? All right. I received a $2 tip.
Again, same tip.
Sorry, I got
It's the same $2 you mentioned already.
distracted. I was trying to read what a bunch of idiots were saying on Kick, and I banned a bunch of morons.
Let's go.
That's so funny. How does he think that that's going to make them stop doing it? Like, that reaction is so worth it. And he
Yeah.
doesn't understand that he's giving them exactly what they want.
I love it.
Because here's the thing. A lot of people seem to think that because content is meaningful, because content is positive, it can't be entertaining. That's completely false. Would I be successful?
This ain't
Listen,
meaningful
the
or
mo-
positive, though.
No, the most important thing is that it's entertaining, Phil. That's the most important thing. If people aren't entertained, it doesn't fucking matter, Phil. But here's the thing, like, I could understand what Phil's angle was if he was sitting there preaching the gospel, or he had some like religious or political, and he's like, I don't do this for the money. I don't do this to entertain. I'm doing this to help people and help the world. But that's not what Phil is. Phil plays video games and thinks that that's meaningful. And it's just not
Yeah.
in any way. And so far as it being positive, I mean, it's not either, because Phil is not a positive person. He's a very miserable, negative person who's constantly complaining, and he's not of good humor whatsoever, never rolls with the punches. So it's neither meaningful nor positive nor entertaining. And so
Nothing.
therefore it's garbage that's not worthy of support, Phil.
Meaningful, positive content like workout videos or like inspirational videos.
Like
shit that.
anything, like anything. Like if
Anything.
he was lifting weights, showing people how to do the form, like if he was doing like Scooby 1961 videos or some shit.
Exactly.
He doesn't. This is a guy playing Black Ops. Like, listen, this is what I'll say. And I said this earlier. If your version of meaningful content can be done by a 10-year-old, is it really meaningful? Like, if a 10-year-old can play Call of Duty, then, is it really that meaningful if you play Call of Duty? No.
Here's the difference. There's a lot more younger, immature, very disrespectful.
Our
very
audience is between 18 and 35. Like
It's like Phil's talking about like young people are the problem, immature people are the problem. No, Phil, it's you who's the problem. It's you who's the problem, Phil. You are boring and you're not entertaining. And so it doesn't matter if they're young, middle-aged, old, or whatever. Like, Phil is acting as though that magically, like, once you turn 40 or 50 years old, suddenly you like DSP content because it's mature. When in fact, it's just a guy playing Black Ops or Street Fighter. And to be honest, Phil, like, game streaming is for young people, Like, it's the culture of the youth. It's not like mature adults in their 50s and 60s, Phil. Like, they think that you're a fucking joke for playing video games for a living, Phil.
yeah.
It's only young people that even have an inkling of understanding of what you do. So it's a pathetic cope from Phil.
very immoral people on this planet, then there are people who are older, more mature, more positive, and who actually want to do something meaningful with their time.
I'm a mature adult.
Apparently,
I'm not.
it's a meaningful use of your time to watch a 44-year-old man stumble through a video game while being handheld by a guide. That is not a meaningful use of people's time, Phil.
Yeah. At least people laugh with our show or enjoy the drama.
A
Like,
children's entertainer. Time to grow the fuck up.
Get it? I know, because I used to be like that too when I was young. I was an idiot, and I constantly thought about trolling and hating on this person and dumping on this person and bullying people.
by the way, if what he's saying is true, why do you you in views and money?
Listen to this. Phil's going to try and say he grew, he changed, all this stuff. but it was just 8 months ago that he came to us, the misery merchants, the drama farmers, the muckrakers, the people who hurt other people and punish. This is like his fucking twisted version of what we do, right? He came to us and begged to be a part of it. And he begged to be a part of it a lot. And not only did he beg to be a part of it, actively participated in it himself, but he actively would be in our chat watching us till 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Phil, if you changed from being this negative trolling person, then why for the last 8 months were you involved with trolls? Why were you deep in bed with us there, Philip? Or at least you wanted to be, touching Andy's shredded body, as you said, as you called him your gaming soulmate. Like, it doesn't make sense, Phil.
And I've grown out of that because I'm now an older, more mature person who understands
But you're
what's
not.
actually
You're a loser.
valuable in life.
Give me monies.
When you're young, you don't see that. Get it? You don't.
What?
You just think that everything's
Then why are you broke?
fine. Who cares about the consequences?
If
allergy medication.
If Phil is such a master in understanding the human condition, as you said, why is he so broke?
Yeah.
You'd figure if he knew what appealed to people, he would be able to appeal to them. But this is like the ultimate loser call. I totally could be successful. I just choose not to be out of dignity, as the guy begs for allergy medication. Right.
You get it? You get it? No, we get it. You don't.
Consequences, no morals, no values, get by any means necessary, grab that bag no matter who.
Phil, that's what you are. That's what you are. Like, you have no morals. You have no values, Phil. You shift with the wind, brother. There's nothing real about you. You are fake as Phil, and everybody knows it. The only people that you can fool are legitimately mentally ill in wheelchairs with dented skulls, Phil.
Who gets hurt, step on everyone, keep going forward, and as long as you make out and you get a profit, who gives a shit about anything?
Okay, King Snake.
Exactly, Andy. The guy said he was the king snake, and he manipulated everybody, lied about his mother's health, his wife's health, his animals dying and suffering in order to make out with a bag. That's who Phil is.
Anything else. That's Kino Casino.
Okay.
Want to know how I know that? Because that's what PPP said to me. Literally word for word. He said,
and you went along with it
all of your supporters are basically just disposable people. You're not their friends. They're not your friends. You don't have to ever care about them.
But pause. You shouldn't be friends with people who donate on the internet.
That's
Phil.
bad.
What you're doing, Phil, is you're trying to create a parasocial relationship with people where you are their friend simulator. And so therefore they give you money because you think that they actually care about them, or you actually care about them. That's unethical, and that's fucking greasy, Phil. What's actually more ethical and more honest is for me to say, listen, I'm not your fucking friend. I'm not your father. I'm not some moral figure for you to look up to. I perform a show to entertain you. If you like the entertainment that you're receiving, give me money.
We appreciate it.
And that's it. That's it. And the idea that if you donate to me, we're going to be lifelong friends and we're going to... that's just not the case. But Phil wants to lie to his audience and try and make it out like he's your friend, he's your buddy, when he doesn't give a single fuck about you. And if you read those DMs, he uses the term whale to describe his donate. He was going along with everything I was saying. And it completely exposes him for what he is. At least I'm honest, Phil. And at the end of the day, people support honesty more than they support falseness, like you are, Phil.
Yeah. And believe me, I've met people online, and a lot of bad shit happens when you do that shit. Dude.
Well, that's the thing.
A lot of bad shit happens.
You give people that you don't know trust,
and then they
don't
fucking
really know them
because they're fucking they're little snakes.
And Phil was having this problem with Darziak, fucking, you know, who was posting in PWR's chat the other day, and he had access to fuck over all sorts of Phil's shit, and he shouldn't have given it to him. But anyway.
Yeah.
All they are a way to fill your pockets. They're your whales. They're your funding. That's it. And you just step on them and you
keep... Who's talking, Phil? Listen to what, like, Phil, do you have any self-awareness at all?
That's not me. That's never going to be me because that's not who I am as a person. That's not who I am as a creator. So when everyone looks at me and laughs at me and says, oh, your content isn't successful because it's not entertaining, I say, actually, my content is entertaining.
Fuck you, Ashton.
It's just a
can't
crazy
say that though. Entertainment is it's like you can't. If I'm making a stream and everyone hates it, I swear it's entertaining, guys. No, it's you. Show me the cash. Show me the viewers. Show me the money.
It's just not up to Phil. He can say it's entertaining for him,
but it's just too fucking smart for you. You dunce mouth drooler.
Whoa!
So I can't help
hear that.
Call of Duty.
Did you just hear what he just said? He goes, "To be fair, you have to have a fairly high IQ to enjoy dark side Phil content. The only people who wouldn't enjoy a middle-aged man failing at video games are the stupid people. The smart people pay a retarded middle-aged man to play Call of Duty all day. Come on.
Stupid, and you don't understand intelligent, like, conversation and intelligent commentary on something and criticism. So, sorry, that's stupid.
Well said.
You'd rather go to a channel with a big overweight dude screaming at the top of his lungs, literally ringing a dinner bell.
Yes.
Crazy. It's crazy, Phil, but they would. What does that say about you, Phil? What does that say about you? That a 400-pound guy, half your fucking age, that rings a bell and yells, whoa, buddy, draws 10 times the amount of people, minimum,
20
than you do.
20.
Like, what does that say about you, Phil? Oh, no, the guy has energy. Like, ooh, God heavens forbid somebody be energetic and try and entertain. Oh.
Help.
Okay, something that you would attract small children in a field. Hey, it's dinner time, everyone.
What?
Right?
That's weird. Like, that he's used it that way, trying to attract children. Is that the trick you used on Panda Lee there, Phil?
Yikes.
Is that a Darich maneuver that you learned for, I don't know.
Pedophile or pedophile? All right. I'll continue.
By the way, the Wowth Ruler has gifted a sub.
You like that, pedophile?
And he sits there bullying people on the internet who don't know who they are, who don't have anything to do with them.
People are being bullied. Well, Phil, you know who we are, Phil. And it's like, listen, I don't know what to tell you, Phil. I'm allowed to make fun of people on the internet. There's no law against it.
Yep.
It's not against the terms of service of the platforms that we use, Phil. And I don't consider it bullying, Phil.
It's funny.
Because I don't believe cyberbullying is real, Phil. How about you fucking close the computer? Nobody, Phil, is forcing you to stream every day begging for pennies while you play games, Phil. So you could always walk away and get a real fucking job, Phil. Get a grip.
But they just sit there bullying them all day for personal gain.
Good.
And the people who watch the content eat it up because they're mentally deficient. That's the kind of people who enjoy that content. Mentally deficient people.
This is what's crazy, the projection. When Phil's own audience, we know his top donators have been disabled.
Yeah.
Like actually mentally disabled or in wheelchairs. Like, and then he's going to project that onto us. The thing is, Phil had no problem taking money for 8 months from apparently these mentally stunted people from a show that he says is bad, even though he was in the chat simping for us, donating money to us till 3, 4 in the morning.
Who have no morals, no values, don't realize what they're doing, not only is incredibly harmful to people, but also a waste of your time. That's what you don't get.
We entertain people.
But
you play games.
Is it actually incredibly harmful to people to make fun of the things that they put online of their own free will?
Yeah, no.
Like I genuinely don't believe that. The only harm that comes from that is self-harm from these people spiraling that somebody is allowed to give a take or have an opinion.
We don't have to even say that. Your new co-host is Ethan Ralph.
That's what I'm saying. Who's threatening to dox duty and putting out $500 bounties in your name for people's information, Phil. Like, you just don't get it.
You know?
Holy shit, Phil.
You're with a psychopath, you fucking retard.
I can make a living doing positive content that doesn't hurt anyone.
What are you
Then
talking about?
that is infinitely
your content.
more
Phil, your content hurts yourself. You understand that, Phil?
Hurts my brain
Like,
cells.
Your content is self-harm because you're actively going down a path in life that's going to lead to ruin and failure, Phil. And the thing is, the content that you're saying that we do that's so harmful, you did it with us with Review Tech USA. We called Review Tech USA a pedophile. You co-signed it, Phil. Like, you can't then pretend that you don't do drama or don't do anything that's hurtful, Phil. Because you do, Phil. You just want to pretend that you're also like a victim at the same time. You want to be like this badass puppet master, but you also want to be the victim, and you have to choose, Phil. You have to choose.
meaningful to this planet and to humanity as a whole than someone
Stop.
who got a laugh
Listen,
and got a
pause.
bunch of
Like, none of this is meaningful to humanity as a whole.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Internet.
Phil. This is internet nonsense, internet live streaming. This is not like a great work of philosophy or a great scientific or medical advancement. It's not like we're Banting and Best discovering insulin and saving millions of lives, Phil. For you to try and put it on that level shows how delusional and narcissistic you really are. None of this matters. None of this is going to be remembered 50 years from now, 100 years from now. To be honest, Phil, none of this is probably going to be remembered 10 years from now, Phil. Like,
Listen.
get a grip.
This would only be it would only make sense if this guy was like teaching people about stuff or philosophy or like teaching, you're not. You're a game streamer. You're a dime a dozen, needle in the haystack game streamer. And you suck
That's
at
it.
it. It's not like he's like a pro, by
And
the way.
the thing is, he's not even a professional gamer.
Esports, like top
He
level.
can't even compete in fighting games against pattern scrubs. He cries about how everybody is a pattern scrub. It's a Cammy with the pattern. Well, actual pros can beat pattern scrubs.
Yeah.
You're not an actual pro. You're beneath the level of somebody just doing random inputs. Is what you're saying, Phil.
money, but they hurt people to do it. Don't you see the difference? And the thing is, many of you won't. You're going to get older one day, and you're going to hit an age where you're going to realize time is limited, time is valuable. Every moment that you have, every breath that you take.
This guy's saying time is limited and time is valuable, but it's bad that we take breaks. It's bad that we go on vacations. It's bad that we value our time, that we work less and make more than him. Do you see how delusional and contradictory everything he says is?
By the way, my favorite shows growing up were Opie and Anthony, Jocktober, where they made fun of people. I love insult comedy, roasts. People find that entertaining. I don't find someone playing Call of Duty entertaining. Most people like commentary, making fun of people.
The guy says his time is valuable, but yet he spends 6 days a week in the same office, in the same chair, in front of the same computer, playing the same video games that he doesn't like for people that don't like him forever. That's a wasted life, Phil. That's a wasted life, Phil.
3 streams for 1 Lego.
Is one less that you have on this planet, and eventually you're going to run out of time. And when you get to that age and you start to see mortality, you start to see the human condition around you. Your family.
By the way,
wait,
Phil, who are you speaking for?
Who's going to be on their deathbed?
Look at him.
I wish I watched more Phil.
Look at him, man.
Look at this guy.
Look at his eyes. Look how sad and miserable he is. This is a guy who knows that he has limited time left. He knows that his clock is running out. And these are his worries and his concerns that he's projecting onto you, our viewers, in a sad attempt to try and convince you to give him money instead of us because he's jealous. That's all that this is.
No one will be on their deathbed wondering, I wish I watched more Phil. That's retarded.
Family members are getting older and getting sick and starting to pass away. And people
Phil, isn't that your mother who's getting sick and who's passing away? And by the way, Phil, there are a lot of your detractors I don't know why he seems to believe this, that none of his detractors have ever had a parent pass away or a grandparent pass away, or that they've ever gotten older or ever went through hard times. Like, he seems to believe that, like, I don't know, that nobody else has had these experiences but him.
Someone in chat, Secret Seeker, says, I'm going to die wishing I watched less Phil. That's funny.
Idolize are no longer with you. And, you know, beloved, things of your life are changing for the worse. And you see all this happening around you. When you're not in your 20s and you think that the sky is the limit and you know, who cares who you hurt, your whole mindset will change. Because that's exactly what happened to me.
By the way, sometimes there are people who deserve to get fucking hurt. Sometimes there are people who are pieces of shit who deserve to be shot upon. Sometimes there are people who deserve to be criticized and mocked.
Yeah, Ralph.
That's what I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas, like, and the thing is, Phil believes that too. Everybody believes that. But there's a difference between being, like, merciful to people and being harmless. Phil couldn't do anything even if he fucking tried. He's a completely powerless worm, which is why he has to latch on to us or latch on to Ralph to try and do his bidding for him, because he's a completely impotent loser.
Yeah, why can't we? People we usually go after are like retards, bad people, doxers, all that stuff.
Look at that face of Phil. Let's get 10 subs right now. Look at him.
Buddy, come
Look
on.
at him, man. He looks like a fucking bad Madame Tussauds. Like, he looks like a fucking wax statue that's melting. They wouldn't even put him into Tussauds. It's like the knockoff one.
Hey, Ashton, how dare you bash pedophiles and doxers and like people who are like secret feds and put people in jail? How dare we?
100%. I changed as a person. I became a better individual. Now I don't want to be associated.
I swear.
So you became a different person than you were a month ago or 8 months ago. You're telling me that magically you just became a totally, completely changed person in your mid-40s. No, Phil. That doesn't make any sense, Phil. As a matter, like, just a few weeks ago, you were doing drama with me. Stop, Phil.
With toxic, hateful stuff.
It's very toxic.
I don't. I just want to be
Phil,
me.
You just called people
right?
retards.
Yeah.
Is that not toxic? You're calling people mouth droolers. Like, is that not negative and toxic? Okay, let's keep going. It's just a lot of repetition.
Yeah.
It's sad because there's so many people on the internet, all right, that just don't get it. They just think that, oh, everything is just, you know, I'm going to live forever and everything's fine. Hurt everyone, bully everyone. Oh, it's so funny. It's not.
That is.
The only people who think it's funny are dumb people.
I would
actually
say,
funny.
Phil, life is too short not to make fun of people, Phil.
I think it's the best content.
You think that you can just do this? Yes, Phil.
Yes, it's funny.
Yes.
It's amazing. I love it.
Yes, Phil,
Yes.
you big vagina. And you did too. It's just that you suck at it. And now you're like,
it
oh,
rules.
you know.
It rules. The
By
funniest
Obama
content.
phone Pro Max 5G has
for
gifted 5 subs.
I love roasting. I love it. I think it's funny.
But let's be honest, there's tons of dumb people. Why do you think there's so many popular morons on this planet? The fucking Paul brothers? Are you kidding me?
Pause.
Oh my God, the Paul brothers.
I don't want to have to defend the Paul brothers,
Me
but
either.
Jake and Logan Paul have more talent in their pinky finger than Phil has in his entire body.
Yeah.
Just the sheer amount of training that Jake Paul has had to go through in order to be a somewhat competitive boxer and beat guys like Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva. Like,
Fury.
Darkside Phil has never had the discipline in a million fucking years to do anything like that. And the reality is, the Pauls are way better entertainers than Phil. They knew how to present themselves to an audience from a young age, and they're very, very successful and very, very rich. Phil is just seething that he didn't get successful and he didn't get rich. So he has to put down other people who are winners because he's a pathetic fucking loser. That's him.
Why would anyone ever listen to a word they ever said? Because they're dumb too.
Yeah. The whole world's dumb, but Phil. The whole world.
Oh, but that's the human condition, right?
Human
So as I
condition.
get older,
Holy fucking.
And I get wiser, and I look at the whole situation.
Wiser. You're retarded.
If you actually got wiser, you wouldn't have bought into the obvious fucking Phil thing I set you up for, Phil. You really bought into it, buddy. You were a mark. Stop talking about how wise you are.
He's so
Fucking
stupid.
wise people aren't in fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt, Phil.
Yeah.
It's just a shame. All right? It is. But that's what I mean. Like, I feel like what's going to happen is what happens all the time. People will get older and realize, oh, crap. Well, I wasted all this time, and, you know, people tried to warn me.
By the way, Phil, I get made fun of a lot. It's called having a thick skin. You'd think at a certain point in your career, you'd learn to take the without crying like a little bitch. Everyone, Ashton, everyone online takes abuse from a certain group of people. It happens. Just take it. Stop being a bitch. Like, he's like, oh, people are making fun of me. Yeah, everyone has to deal with it.
He has to argue with everything, and it just digs him a deeper grave every time.
Like number one thing in this career is you have to take criticism. It's what happens.
Man, people tried to tell me, but I didn't listen because I
My
was
nickname is Tardski, you fucking dunce.
young, and I was, I can't possibly be wrong in what I'm doing. I'm smarter than everyone, and I know better. Then you get older and you realize you just weren't that smart, and you weren't that wise, and you were an idiot. You know, I look back at my days in the Street Fighter community when I was a troll in that community and how bad I was to everyone in it, and how I regret that now, but I can't go back and change it. You know?
At least you were kind of interesting then.
Exactly.
I didn't know what to say. Like, that version of Phil actually still like had a belief in himself and actually thought he could win. You know, this version of Phil is completely broken, a neutered, sad mess of a person, a hollowed out husk. If I got the Phil that did the Selsun Blue shower video, like, I could have done something with that.
Yeah,
Phil.
exactly.
But this Phil is just like trodden down and broken. I'll tell you the difference is that version of Phil back then that would show his disgusting hairy body in the shower scrubbing himself, at least there was confidence to that. This Phil, not even for $1,000 would he rip his shirt off. That's crazy to me. That he wouldn't rip his shirt for $1,000. That's the sort of demented mind that Phil has.
I'm going to grab something real quick. I'm going to hit play. I'll be like 1 second.
No. Now it's a whole new generation, only you're not even doing it in person. You're doing it on the internet. You're hiding behind a computer like a pussy, making fun of someone from across the world, ringing your fucking dinner bell like the Pied Piper of retards, bringing them all to the table to throw you money. It's
hiding behind your screen like a pussy. Look at you, Phil.
Phil, if you had a problem, you could have met up with me in Florida and faced me like a man in real life. This guy wouldn't even face me on a live stream. Once we had a disagreement, I said, all right, let's go. I'll come on tonight on Smart Guys. Let's talk it out for the audience. He was afraid. He was scared. He couldn't even talk online to me, let alone face to face. And let's remember what happened to Phil back in his old vaunted glory days of the fighting game community. When that guy pressed him in the parking lot, Phil actually cried. He cried, tears from his eyes, and begged the guy not to beat his ass because he was a stupid alcoholic. That's how Phil handles confrontations.
All right, Phil, let's meet up in real life if you wanted to. I mean, we're not,
Oh, let's, Phil, like,
you.
You want to get a bag? How about we have Warski box
I'll
you?
box you. I challenge you to a fight.
We'll have Warski box you, Phil.
Let's do it.
Let's see if but he'll never do that because he's scared.
Yeah.
It's just disgusting.
Challenge him.
It's the most f***ed up, disrespectful, pussy shit a person could possibly do. And I will never, ever respect someone who ever acts like that ever on this planet.
Okay, it is. It's fucked up. I realize that's what's going on the kick side of things. You know, most people who are watching me on the kick side of things,
by the way,
we're casino viewers.
This is his actual podcast. This is the meaningful content you went to the show to see. It was this.
And now that the casino is so anti-DSP, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because I dared to tell them, no, I'm not going to do your garbage drama content.
No, but,
I'm not going to
Phil,
have.
You did do all the drama.
You did it all.
You did it all. You were just really bad at it. But not only did you do the drama content, Phil, but you were my dancing fucking monkey, showing your underwear, your socks, humping the fucking ground like a loser. Like, that's what you were, Phil.
Steve Cambion from fucking Truth Seekers be my evil villain co-part, and we're going to do gaming challenges against each other. What the fuck are you talking about?
Captain Jean-Luc Picard dies in
I
front
don't know, Phil. Like, it was an idea, Phil, which you shot upon because you're short-sighted and dumb. Like, I just don't know what to say. Like, Phil, it may not have been the greatest idea, but I had ideas, Phil. And you didn't. You're a lazy bum.
of your face and gives you a necklace to give to his side hose bastard child. What the f are you talking about?
It sounds like something a 4-year-old came up with, and this is what you want me to do, and you're forcing me to do because I don't want to do it. But you're still having me.
You're such a loser.
No, Phil, nobody forced you to do it. And in that circumstance, you said no. And we moved on to the next set of ideas, Phil. Like, Phil, nobody forced you to do the show with Steve. Like, that didn't happen. And it's not possible for me to force you to do it, Phil.
You do it anyway. So I got the fuck out of there. I cut the cord. They can't stand that because they wanted to
He's gonna try to fucking go after you and I,
is,
announcing that we're dumb.
No, well, what's amazing though is, Phil, you still haven't cut the cord. Phil, you're still dancing on strings, providing us hours and hours and hours of content. This is better for us, Phil.
By a lot. By a lot.
Why I made the decision to get rid of you, Philip.
By a lot.
power. Get it? They wanted to be the power.
He's gonna try to felt me soon, and it ends up felting him even more. Watch.
Like, I don't know, Phil. Like, all right, go ahead.
In the situation, they thought that they were gonna have to be the puppet master.
We are. We actually are.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Controlling this weird lolcow universe, trying to copy what Keemstar has done with his content.
How?
That's exactly what PPP wanted.
Well,
he wanted to have.
That's what Phil proposed, was faking stuff and doing the Keemstar model. What I wanted to do was just organically allow the distaste that Steve and Phil have for each other to play out on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
And because there was real animosity from that interview, people would buy into there being real animosity between them.
Yeah.
That was the idea.
Of his own lolcow universe. And it's never going to work because people don't want to work like that. People don't want to be PPP's puppet. You know?
You'd be surprised.
It's just ridiculous. And
I don't know.
I got out of there, and that's why they.
Phil, you did want to be my puppet. You were my puppet for 8 months, Philip.
He still is, though.
He's trying. He still is. That's what's crazy.
He's doing what we want him to do.
Hate me. So they're gonna sit there and they're gonna dump on me every day, and I don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, I don't. I haven't seen a single piece of it. I don't even know what they're saying. I don't care.
So untrue. Like,
but it's a shame.
You do care. Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking about it, Phil.
For hours and hours and hours, daily.
That people can't judge for themselves and say, hey, well, Phil is completely different. That's why he left. That's why he did what he did. Well, I was watching his content, and actually it was pretty good.
No one said that.
Maybe you
That's
just, you
where
know, you thought it was
went
something
wrong. They were watching it, but it wasn't very good. If it was good, they would have stayed. You see?
Different. And you like to stick around and hang out and support it. Well, I'm seeing more and more. I'm getting lots of support on the YouTube side, which I very much appreciate. It's keeping me afloat. It's keeping stuff going well. I'm hitting my goals.
Paycheck
but
to
on the
paycheck.
kick side, stuff is just completely dwindling. And it's sad because I worked hard to make that co-streaming work. I've implemented all these changes.
What did you mean that you worked hard to make a restream key? Like, Phil, you just put in the stream
Takes
key.
2 fucking minutes. It's like making a Gmail account.
You didn't work hard, Phil, and you've never worked hard. Just sitting in a fucking chair for a number of hours is not working hard. He has actually attempted to say that it's back-breaking labor to play Call of Duty for 4 hours. Like, that's crazy.
I want the kick stuff to work, and I feel like the more that I work at it, and if I keep trying to persevere and stream on Kick, that things will grow and get better, but it's just a bunch of time and effort. And that's the sad fact is things take time.
How is it time and effort? You're still streaming anyway. It's like the exact same amount of work from YouTube because it's like the same thing.
There was a temporary insane boost because of the casino stuff, and now that that's over,
Oh, so you're saying we're better and we helped. Oh.
now it's going to take a lot of time and dedication and work to make it work on another platform. For those that are still here, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. But man, it would be great if you could actually support,
Oh my God.
because I was getting tons of support from Kick every month, and it looks like pretty much overnight it's gone. And there's nothing I can really do about that,
Good.
right? It's not in my control. It was a distinct decision by PPP to do what he did. It was all
Wait, you're the king snake.
You said you were the king snake, Phil, but even if we put that aside,
Yeah.
it was your decision, Phil, to start laying out ultimatums to me and try and make it out like you were doing me a favor, you were my boss, this or that. And I was just never going to accept these ultimatums from you, Phil, because you're a fucking bitch. Like, I'm never, ever going to, like, it's, oh, wow, he's kind of like, it's just not going to happen, Phil. You made the decision to try and, like, do a power play that you then got felted on, and as a consequence, you lost your support. That's what happened.
always his plan. Everyone knows that. It was always his plan that he was going to turn on me.
No, Phil,
He's either gonna
it seems as though everybody knew that except for you, Phil.
Yeah.
And there's a 27-minute compilation of you denying that that was the fact. Time after time after time, Phil. So let's stop coping. Let's try and come back to reality.
Fully control me and use me for personal gain, despite the fact that I didn't want to do that kind of content, or he was going to turn on me to
But
get
you
personal
did
gain.
wanna
So it was
do
either
that
personal.
content.
Yes.
But I listen to what he says here, and I just love how, like, I'm not allowed to gain, but he is.
Yeah.
You know, like it's all for
All
him.
for him,
Nobody
none
else
for
can
you,
get
none for
anything.
me,
Yeah,
none
yeah.
for anyone. Yeah, it's always him.
Personal gain via this way that hurts Phil, or personal gain via this way that hurts Phil. That was his plan all along, because he had no creativity in his fucking
wait,
brain.
but
He has
ask
them.
him. I don't know. Earlier, just 2 sentences ago, he just admitted that when he was with us and doing the show with you, he made money off Kick. So you were getting personal gain regardless. And now it's gone because you're a piece of shit.
So delusional to say I've never had any ideas. Every idea was my idea.
He
Phil.
had
Like,
no
I have
ideas.
no ideas ever, Phil. Stop. Also, Phil, you took all these catchphrases and all these ways of saying things from me.
Yeah.
You were a straight up carbon copy, skin walking ripoff of me. When you would say stuff like self-felted themselves, and you would do it in such a cringy and awful way, Phil.
Yeah.
Stop. The guy was
couldn't
in
think of
love
any-
with me.
Any good ideas? Just nothing up there. Vapid hay. So, it is what it is.
What? The
So-
projection there is crazy.
Yeah.
That's you, Phil. That's you.
Yeah.
That's a vapid brain.
He's trying to foul
dummy.
you. Obviously. Like,
We got NVL Roy with our first super chat of the day, $2. King Phil, the casino is
by
overrated.
the way, he took credit for the Dickers review.
I know. Sometimes it actually like stuns me. The stuff that he's willing to say.
Yeah.
That he actually thinks it's going to go over. And by the way, like, Phil, you added nothing to any of the crossovers we did with you.
Yeah.
It was always a carry job by us every single time.
Yeah, man.
I told you guys since day one. Did I not say this? I said, I can't stand it. I went over there, and
No,
even when
you
I was a
didn't say that.
guest,
You
like I
sucked
could.
our
This
You
guy
sucked our
would chat. Can we just, like, the hundreds of messages in Kick Chat?
Do we have that video?
You sent 10 subs, Phil, to the Kino Casino. You paid us, Phil.
Yeah.
You paid us, Phil.
could stand it for
Wait.
maybe like an hour, but after that, it just gives me a
I can't stand your show for 5 minutes, Phil. How about that?
fucking headache.
Not
It's
even
just
5.
the same tired formula. Find someone on the internet that
The
people
same-
call
pause.
lolcow.
The same tired formula, Phil.
That's Phil.
Who's talking? Every day, it's the Bagathon podcast where you have nothing to say about anything. Then it's video games all day. That's your format. Okay? Like, whereas on Kino Casino, we talk about a variety of different people
Yeah.
and a variety of different events that happen. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Ashton, but hang on. We find something and make fun of it. It's called a show. Every show should have a formula that the audience, like you hit play and you know what you're getting.
If it's a successful formula, what's the problem?
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. Like, I'm not claiming, Phil, that I'm making meaningful content that reinvents the wheel.
Yeah.
That's what you're claiming is you do a simple game stream, which consists of you begging for 90% of it.
If we just started like a cooking show or something, it would like, why are they doing this shit?
Wow. Make fun of what they do. Scream at the top of your lungs.
Yes,
ring a bell.
Yeah.
Play a slide flute.
Yeah.
This is coming from It really is the best day ever. It's the best day ever.
It worked.
Oh man, it was too good.
Kino. That's
I think that's
I like
listen.
this.
Isn't there such a contrast in the vibes between those two things? One has the vibe of a funeral home. Like a funeral parlor, like everybody's depressed, it's low energy. And then you have the vibe of like the circus, like the vibe of fun, that's like trying to entertain. There's a clear difference between these two things, Phil. But this is coming from Phil, by the way. Phil, do you understand that all of these stupid props and shit, you actually were the inspiration for with your bubbles? This is the guy who blew bubbles and put on a vest and
remember the bubble
glasses.
We got that from Phil.
Directly stole the bubble goal from Phil back in the day. Like, Phil, it's just so delusional.
Remember on Christmas, you gave me the present and I opened it and it was a bubble machine that shot thousands of bubbles directly in my face.
Laugh maniacally. Okay, on to the next one.
Yes. Find someone, roast them, next one. Yes.
It's just the most boring formula.
You beg, you cry.
I love
play
how
games.
he says it's boring when the guy asks to be a part of it. Why would you ask to be a part of something that's boring?
Well, we have more viewers and support than him.
It just doesn't make sense, Phil. It just makes no sense.
Do I bring the bubbles back, by the way? People are asking for the bubbles back.
The bubbles back.
All right.
But the thing is, you have to see through the bullshit. You have to see through the Pied Piper thing that they put on to realize this is the
We're hypnotizing you guys.
Like
with entertainment.
Listen, guys, don't believe your eyes that you're being entertained. That's actually just a trick, And those laughs that are coming out of you, no, those weren't real laughs. You're actually really bored, and you're I swear to God, guys, you're actually really bored. They're joke raping you. They got that joke from you, that laugh from you without your consent, guys. You gotta listen to me, the boring substitute teacher, who's totally telling the truth here.
Most boring shit ever. That shit is super boring. But people like drama and making fun of people and bullying, so it's fun. It's not.
Wait a minute. It's totally boring, but people really like what they do. But I have the opinion that it's lowbrow or whatever. Like, stop, Phil. Just stop.
Actually, super fucking boring. There's nothing of interest over there. Who cares what Ethan Ralph did today? Who cares?
Thousands of people?
I don't know, Phil. Phil. It's hard for Phil to try and say that he's the judge of what people are interested in when he has no views. It's like a fat person trying to tell you how to diet and exercise. Even if they knew what they're talking about, are you going to trust them because they're fucking fat? If you don't have the results yourself, how can you then tell other people? It's like a fucking homeless guy telling you how to invest. Why would you listen?
According to for 2 days, 21.1 thousand people were interested in what Ralph was doing 2 days ago, and 32.2 thousand were interested on the last video in 40 hours. Phil, there's your number.
Here's what Cog did or Beardson did on a fucking stream.
Beardson, we barely cover. Like,
nobody's talking about.
Yeah, I agree with him on that.
Who cares about nerds on the go?
Well, that's the joke, Phil. Look at how concerned Phil is there. That's a sticker right there. Let's get 10 subs.
Wait.
Phil
would
is
watch.
searching heaven.
He would watch our
Dude, that's
nerds
part-
every day.
That's the part of the show that Phil would actually watch for hours
And
and
talk
interact
and
with and
chat.
chat. Phil, the whole idea of it was that it was not entertaining and therefore it was torturing us and torturing the viewers, but we were getting all this money for it. What's crazy is Phil can't get anybody to pay for anything he does. We could get people to pay for garbage.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the most boring shit you could possibly make content.
He certainly seems to know a lot about the guests that we cover on the show. Like, you know what I mean? He seems to know a lot about these jokers for somebody who was so bored and so turned off with the show.
Oh my god.
And that's their fucking repertoire. That's what they do all day. Put me to sleep. Give me a pillow.
Well, why were you in our chat for 5 hours straight?
Yeah, I mean, it's just all lies by Phil.
along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift.
Oh
for
wait,
her
he
new
fell asleep on his own show yesterday, playing fucking Disco Elysium.
hosts.
Oh my god. Anyway, we've got Javi, nobody the hate monger, with a $2 super chat says, "Why are you trying to hurt the casino with slander?" I'm not trying to hurt the casino.
Well, you obviously are, Phil. Like, you obviously are. Or what you're trying to do is like silence the cognitive dissonance in your mind by gaslighting yourself. That's what you're doing.
You know, with slander. I'm speaking facts. The problem is too many people don't understand
By the way,
the difference.
Phil still doesn't know the difference between a fact and an opinion. You know, like he still doesn't know the difference.
Yeah. Exactly. Like,
All I'm doing is factual observations.
well, we got
right?
more viewers than you. Okay, if we were boring, what does that make you with 200 viewers, Phil?
I don't know, but
That must make you an.
it's meaningful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
Sure. What the fuck?
Of course, like someone tipped $2 and says, "Crazy how certain chatters appear so upset that you would say anything about the casino right now."
Yep.
But then I see those same names hyping them up when they shit on you on their streams. Of course.
Kino.
Do you think
I saw Arlo Bubble in there
Yes.
today.
He goes, "Do you think I care? Look at that face. That's the face of care. That's a face that really does care."
I saw Arlo Bubble just
Oh my
gassing him
God.
up today, like saying the most retarded shit.
give a shit about what those?
Like you'd be like, "Hey, you seem upset, Phil. You want to relax?" like Arlo Bubble just like,
idiots say. I don't care what people. Oh, how dare you say something about the casino? No, how dare they? How dare they fuck with me? Like I don't have the right to say anything back, but they have the right to uncontrol.
Listen, Phil, that's how it works, Phil. I don't know what to tell you, Phil. Like, problem is when people are trolling you and they don't actually have the same investment in it that you do, the best thing you can do is not engage. Every time you engage with us or engage with the detractors, we're winning. And you still don't understand that after how many years? I don't think you're ever going to understand it. It's so easy to farm clips off you and farm content off of you. There's a reason there's dozens of clip channels all feeding their families off of you, Phil. And it's because you're too stupid not to take the bait, which I appreciate.
Controllably just say what they want, right? No,
Yep.
fuck you.
no.
Yeah.
Someone tipped
Well,
$2.
by the way, yeah,
He says, "Are you gonna?"
He knows that we're talking all this shit, but he doesn't watch us. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, sure thing, Phil.
Bring back the old rewards? No, the old rewards were phased out for a reason. Long before I ever.
I think it's removed from this clip, but he did try to throw like shade at me. He's like, "I play
No, it's
ga-"
still in there.
Oh, it's still there.
It's
Okay,
still in
okay, cool. I
there.
want to respond to that.
dealt with Kino Casino, it was my idea to phase out tiered rewards of glasses and fucking hats and vests. It's stupid.
Why?
All right, just gonna be honest with you. The glasses, the hat, and the vest are all stupid. They are.
Phil,
They were dumb.
all of this is fucking stupid. But you know what? Your audience actually liked those rewards. You know, people were excited to see if you, some people anyway, were excited to see whether or not you hit those rewards. All of the rewards are fucking stupid. but they're less stupid if the audience likes them. And I don't really think anybody likes the pizza party, Phil, to be honest.
Yeah.
The vest was something that happened out of nowhere. Okay, literally out of nowhere. It was never planned.
So, by the way,
all
pause.
right, at all.
So what you're saying is, Phil, it was organic fun that you went along with.
Yeah.
And that led to you profiting. Do you see, Phil, how if you didn't just try and lock everything down with censorship and seething at every little joke or meme, how you could end up making profit off of the memes if you embraced them? But oh no, people can't have fun. That's the problem.
And it just virally worked. People liked having the vest. People talked about it in other places.
Okay.
It led to a crazy streak of support. It was absolutely unexpected and out of control. Okay? And then after that, it kind of blew up. Like, well, what do we do next? What do we do next? And we did it for years. It was just boring.
Listen, the thing is, Phil, you can't replicate lightning in a bottle. And that's Phil's, instead of like just letting things happen in a fun and organic way with the community that he has, the vast majority of which are detractors, he tries to replicate the vest streak and try and force like the idea of goals and streaks and this stuff, but you can't force it. It has to be organic, Phil, and that's what he's missing about the success of the vest.
Normal dude. I want to dress up in normal clothes. I want to relax and have a good time with my audience. I don't want to have to be playing dress up and blowing bubbles and doing dumb shit.
Well,
he doesn't want to have to do,
No
he doesn't
fun.
want to have to put in any
No
effort
work.
for his fans.
No effort, no work.
Instead, the reward will be me eating pizza.
Play a game.
We want to build to awesome rewards. Like, hey,
Pizza party, the Minecraft.
let's do a
Hey,
special
let's eat
stream event.
Chick-fil-A.
Hey, let's do a marathon. Hey, let's do this. Let's order some special.
No, his marathons are like our regular stream hours.
Yes. Yes.
Like his marathons are like 8 hours. Like, okay, I do 10 and a half when the post show's on. Like, who gives a fuck? Me and you have done like 14 hours straight.
Meal, and you could do a taste test together. That's something different than, oh, let's dress up every stream like an idiot. Okay.
So he
I'm not
admits
going
that
back
he was
to the old-
degrading himself for money. You know, like, okay, Phil, that's a weird flex, bro.
old things. All right. I'm not going back to the old ways. We're on to the new. Once you move on to the new, you keep moving forward. You don't go back. Right. Okay. Let's see here. We have Cyrax Groiper, who became a sub over on Kick. Thank you to Cyrax Groiper for our first sub of the day. Cyrax the Rapper did a $2 super chat and says, PPP acts like a crazy ex-girlfriend. Dude, did you see?
Phil,
You're the one crying.
Phil, you're the one that's crying about this shit, Phil. You're doing half hour, even though you said you're done with the drama. It doesn't bother you, this, that. You've just done a half hour of seething about me, Philip.
His reaction. All right. He says to me multiple times over the course of several months, hey, man, so yeah, I got too worked up and I said things that were inflammatory and insulting to you and your wife, and I'm sorry about
He's
it.
trying to reel you in,
Phil,
by the way.
exactly. Like, Phil actually believes that those were authentic apologies to him
Buddy.
and not just me trying to keep him on the line for more debasement.
Because
and
he
stuff.
was like
It's
mad at you, and then you use that to like, okay, can we
This is
keep
like,
this?
this is
Yeah.
Phil flexing that he was a stupid mark, is what Phil is trying to flex here.
And I wouldn't blame you if you want to break off all contact with the casino. You know, that's your call. You know,
It always
and it's
was
fine.
your call, by
Yeah.
the way.
So
Phil.
after him doing this multiple times, I break off all contact with the casino and I kick him off my show, Smart Guys. And he immediately snaps and turns into like a spurned ex-girlfriend. Literally,
So, like, I
sending-
just don't understand how pointing and laughing at a retard is acting like a spurned ex, especially when I'm making thousands of dollars, dude, Phil. This is all projection from you, Phil, because you really believed I was your one and only friend in this world. And you're a very, very lonely, sad, pathetic old man. And that's the truth.
you F word, you F this, F that.
F-word.
Even though literally a week or 2 weeks before he had said, oh, I owe you big time for this favor you
No.
did going on Steve's show.
No, listen, Phil. You are such a fucking idiot. That's how I was gassing you up to accept the fact that you were felted by Steve, is that you did me a favor. But when you look at the totality of the relationship, where I'm helping you as you're just a total fucking drain on everything, and then you do one thing, not even willingly, but I have to trick you into getting felted by Steve, you then believe that I actually owe you. No, Phil, I don't owe you fucking shit. In fact, you owe me, Phil. You owe me.
Well, he's paying now. He's paying now the reparations.
Show, he immediately says, "Oh, I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you any favors. You f ungrateful f." The guy's nuts.
Which, by the way,
the guy's fucking nuts.
The whole reason I went nuts on Phil and said all that shit towards
to get him
the end,
to leak.
Yes, was to get Phil to spiral and be, oh my God, like he really is going to leak the DM so that he would then leak it and felt himself, which he did. Which I didn't even expect that to work, to be honest.
Nuts. He doesn't actually understand. The best stuff that we profited from was my idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna
what?
Phil, like it was his idea. No, Phil, it's not like this brand new incredible idea to react to a review tech documentary.
That was like, we're going to do it regardless.
It's like stone cold obvious that we were going to do that, Phil. Like, stop.
We're the only ones who really like A-logged them hard.
Adult. Sorry, I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Me.
Holy.
It was my idea to reach out and talk to them. It was my idea to have a crossover. It was my idea to do the co-op commentary.
But no, but then it's like, but then it's immoral what we do and unethical, but you reached out to us to be a part of it. Do you see the problem there, Phil? Do you see that you can't, when you're actually a part of the supposed crimes going on, when you're just as guilty, you can't then say, oh, these guys are evil. Like, you can't, Phil. This is crazy what you're saying.
On the Rich documentary. Okay. All that was the biggest stuff we ever did. All right. After that, it was all the ball in their court. So what did they do?
No,
okay.
This is insane.
This is wild. This is wild.
One show where I talked with the guy who owns Kiwi Farms.
Okay, cool. Big show.
Josh Moon,
that was a big show, yeah.
After that, it was literally fail. They couldn't do anything.
You want to know why? Muda did not want to do a stream with you. Gundam did not want to do a stream with you. They hate you.
Here's what's crazy. Every single person that Phil is going to list off has worked with us in the past
and still talks to us.
But they didn't want to work with Phil. The problem didn't lie with us, Phil. The problem lied with you.
Yeah.
And that you are such a worthless, stinking pile of shit that nobody wanted to deal with the flies and the insects that you attract, Phil.
Oh, we can't get this guy. We can't get that guy.
Gundam was on our stream after.
Gundam was on our stream after. Muda was on our stream before. Medicare was on our stream before, but he wouldn't go on with you there.
Yeah, exactly.
You see, like the denominator of the failure is with you, Phil, not with us.
And these aren't burnt bridges. These are people who are like, nah, I'm not working with that guy.
This guy's ghosting us. This guy won't do it. But I don't understand. The whole premise of me working with you is that you had.
And then they all messaged me. By the way,
notice what he says. The whole premise of working with us was for us to book guests for him.
Oh.
Like that's what he believes. The whole purpose was for us to be his servants and his agent / manager on call 24/7 a day. And it wasn't actually to make content with us or do crossovers. It was all just to benefit him and get him big.
He's a piece of shit, bro.
This is how he views things.
He's such a piece of
all these connections. You had a Rolodex of important people
who are still in there, but they don't want to work with you because you suck.
All wanted to deal with me. And now there was access and we could do all this great content together. And one by one, they got turned down over and over and over. Literally falling apart. They looked like buffoons. Now,
Gundam was on the next. We had 9,000 watching that stream.
I mean, the only thing, by the way, Phil, that made us look like a buffoon was you and giving you a chance. Yeah, that's the only way that we actually looked clownish, was just interacting with you in any sort of positive way.
We looked bad being with him, yeah.
Did we talk about this publicly? Of course not. but that's what was happening behind the scenes. They had no clout, no reach, no power. They were a bunch of losers.
What are you talking about? Like, this is coming from Phil. Like, Phil, what are you talking about? Where are your connections? Where's your Rolodex? Where's your success? Where's your power, Phil?
Where's your views?
You're completely impotent. And the idea, by the way, of like, we have all this power. Like, shut the f up. This is internet streaming, Phil.
Now, am I going to sit here and dump on them every day?
Yes.
So instead, I just kind of ignored it, and people would ask me,
what do you mean you're ignoring it? The last 6 Kino Casinos have been about this because of you. I would rather do something else, but you keep fucking up, Phil.
why aren't you doing anything with the casino? Why aren't you doing any work with them? Because they can't make anything work.
Oh my God! What the fuck? What?
Didn't he tell you? He goes, "I'm
Listen.
sorry, but the last time I was not able
did.
to be quick."
He apologized for
being
how
so
boring
bad.
and terrible he was. It's in the DMs. He apologized multiple times and begged for more opportunities. We just didn't want to give you opportunities because we knew it was a lost fucking
Oh, he
cause.
sucks. He sucks.
Oh!
This is really funny.
Whoa!
You can take a swipe at me, but it's really funny.
Whoa!
Every idea that they've had has failed. Literally every one. So I'm just sitting around doing my own thing. And then it's like, oh, I don't understand, Phil. I thought you had momentum. Well, I did until they ran out of ideas and had no clout
What
to
a
do
wild
anything.
thing to say. So Phil had momentum, but it was entirely dependent on us carrying him and
Yeah.
doing everything.
All our ideas.
He was unable to self-start or provide for himself. He can only subsist off of handouts. And I said to Phil, like, you need to be able to actually do content that you yourself can replicate. You can't just rely on me, Phil, to hold you by the fucking hand for the next 20 years of your life. You actually have to be able to entertain people on your own. But he was unwilling to put in any effort to change, to be more entertaining, because he just views that he's entitled to everyone's money and support.
So then what ended up happening was, we basically didn't do anything for a long time. And then this year we started Smart Guys. And the only ideas that PPP could come up with was completely change Phil into a drama content creator, which I don't want to do.
Yes.
I don't want to be
Phil,
a villain on the
Well, Phil, you are a villain on the internet, regardless of if you want to be or not. So you need to embrace what you are. You have to embrace what you are. You cannot live in denial like this, Phil.
internet. I don't want to start drama and arguments with other people.
You're doing
It's
drama
ridiculous,
and
stupid.
arguing with me right now, you stupid. How stupid can you possibly be? I don't want to do drama as I'm doing drama.
He's the worst. This is really funny here.
That's
Watch,
funny.
watch.
Like it starts off one way, but then basically their own shortcomings, the fact that literally no one actually wants to work with them because no one
What are
likes
you talking about? Alex Stein, the fucking Alexis, all our people, they love
Phil,
us.
We just had
They want-
him on who has like 700,000 subscribers. as a
900,
guest.
I think, or 850 or something.
What are you talking about, Phil?
Like
You
come
have to
on.
rely on Ethan Ralph, Phil.
Yeah.
Stop.
likes them. They basically have burned every bridge.
No, we haven't. Not with people
What
we
about,
like.
I mean, Steve wants to work with us.
Steve,
still.
I love Steve.
Like, I don't know what to say, Phil.
Everyone knows that they're bad news. Everyone knows that they're a bad association, right?
Apparently
So-
not you, though. Apparently everybody knew they were bad news and a bad association other than you, who begged to be on our show for 8 straight months. Begged to be made fun of by us
Yeah.
because you were so desperate for attention and validation. It's like the nerdy kid that would eat worms to try and impress somebody popular. It's sad.
By the way, the burn bridges thing. Yeah, remember when we were friends with Ralph on Kino Casino and then we burned the bridge? Remember when we were friends with Beardson? Remember no, we've always bashed these people.
Everyone turns them up. No, we don't want to work with you. So now what do? Oh, I guess we got to build our own lolcow universe, copying Keemstar. So let's have
What's it-
DSP and
Oh my
Steve Camby.
God.
Steve's not a lolcow.
No. Phil, you are the lolcow, Philip.
Steve's not a
The
lolcow.
idea
He's
is-
entertaining.
How do we extract value? And this was my idea, is it's like, okay, well, no detractor, and you can look in the DMs. No detractor, and this is kind of devious, but no detractor would donate to Phil directly. But if they believe that Steve and Phil fucking hate each other, And, you know, they might donate to see Steve Phil for money.
Yeah.
Like, and therefore Phil could then get a cut of that money. That was the idea.
Even that was too
Because
generous, though, to be honest.
It's just, it probably wasn't going to work because people aren't stupid enough to give Phil fucking money.
Yeah.
But at least I'm fucking trying. Oh
Be
my
in and
God.
others be part of our
This is
lolcow
really
universe,
fucking-
and we'll all go at each other with staged drama.
Staged. No. You don't have to stage your hatred for fucking Phil.
If I had known that's what they were going to want to do from day one, I never would have got ever
okay, King
involved.
Snake.
But that's what they degraded to. That's all they could do. They don't have any power to do anything. They suck.
Your game sucks. Your game is still a piece of fucking donkey shit.
The power
You know?
to, like, well, I don't know what.
Let's see. Jalen did a $5 super chat.
This guy actually expected me to perform miracles, like to actually like do
Walk
like
on water.
necromancy. Like seriously, like I can't stop the people who've been hating you for 10 years, hating you, Phil. There's a reason why they hate you so, and it's because of how you're acting
And
all
I get,
the time.
And I get it. I really get it.
I can't perform miracles, Phil. I can only do so much.
I'm riding with you till the wheels fall off. You're entertaining and I love your content. Well, thank you, Jalen. I really wish I didn't have this frog in my throat today, but I think it's allergies because everything's starting to bloom outside now. And I get bad allergies when that happens. So my throat is like gunked up today. Cyrex the Rapper did a $2 super chat. PPP insults your wife because he wants to be here. I don't know about that. I will say this. I feel bad because I know the guy is lonely as shit.
The
Seriously.
Projection.
Lonely as shit. 100% lonely as hell.
Well,
The guy has
and detractors did this today. They showed the DMs how many times Phil would message me.
I saw that. The zoom
versus
out.
How
Yeah.
I would message him, and it's like, Phil, come on, man, stop trying to deny reality.
Yeah.
friends. Okay, just being honest. He has no real friends. He's messaging me in the middle of the night. It's like 1 a.m. for me. And I'm like getting ready for bed. Do you know what time it is for
Phil,
him?
that's the reason.
Our show
why.
ends at 3 a.m.
But the reason why is because that's the only time that you will communicate, Phil. And like you're messaging me at these fucking weird odd hours while you're drunk in bed with your fucking wife. Like,
But Ashton, our show would end at 3 to 4. It was perfect timing for you to go, oh yeah, okay. Da, 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 da.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
He's East Coast. It's like 4 a.m. The dude's fucking messaging me in the middle of the night. He wants me to fly out to Florida to go to a bar to see Hulk Hogan. What are you talking about? No, I have no desire to do that.
Like,
I'm happy.
Phil, like I the guy complains constantly about how he's never been on a vacation, never had a honeymoon. I offer to pay for him to have a honeymoon in Florida where we could do content together, and apparently that's bad. And the reason why, by the way, I offered this is because I know the motherfucker's lonely. Like, I know he's lonely.
Yeah.
And what he needs help with is getting out of the house and doing something. Like, that's what he needs.
Happily married. I don't want to fly to Florida to spend time with you. Like, what are you talking about?
When you
dude?
say you're happily married as a reason, it makes you sound gay, Phil. It makes it sound like he knew I was happily married. Well, I'm not trying to you. I'm not trying to have sex with your asshole, sir.
This is the rhythm of the night.
It's just very bizarre. Again, you know, I've never been in that life situation, so maybe I just don't understand. But, you know, it's just weird. I feel like he really does feel like I betrayed him, even though he doesn't understand that I was happily married. I mean, I am happily married. I don't.
You know, you can have a male friend without sucking their right, Phil?
It's you who feel betrayed, Phil.
Yeah.
But the reason for his betrayal, why he feels betrayed, is because he has the expectation that every person that he interacts with will lay down their entire life for decades so that he can crawl on top of them to success. That's what he believes. He believes he doesn't have to put in any effort. He doesn't have to put forth any time. He doesn't have to give anything back. He'll just take and take and take and take and use and use and use. And that's just who he is as a person.
I'm not looking for a close friend to hang out with. I certainly don't need to fly to Florida to spend time at a bar with someone.
Loser, bum.
Okay.
You got no friends. You're a loser.
It's weird shit. It is. It's
You're
like,
poor.
you know, again, like it felt like he was
Poor
It's just
loser,
weird.
bum.
actually weird is that you are a shut-in that's so shut in and so like learned in your helplessness and your comfort of your cocoon of comfort, rather, Philip, that when somebody offers to pay for you and your wife to have a trip to Florida, you say no. There's not very many people who would say no to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people who fucking their whole lives, they never get to go on vacation or do anything fun, and they would jump at such an opportunity. It's not really that weird of me to offer it so much as it is weird that you did not accept it. That's how I feel.
He was attaching himself to me in this friendly way. I was like, nah, I just wanted to do some work with you so that we could actually like make money and do fun stuff together and we'd benefit. And then their ideas just flopped and flopped and flopped. It's like, damn, this sucks. I was open to suggestions as long as it didn't mean that it changes everything I am on the internet. You know what I mean?
But we have to change everything you are on the internet because everything that you are right now is failure, Phil.
Yeah.
Like,
no
there
money,
needs
no
to be,
views.
like a drastic change. It can't just be little change. Like, it has to be a complete overhaul of everything. Because, like, right down to the fucking floorboards, it's fucking rotten. It's felt
weird.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think he wanted to be my wife, but I really do feel like he had like he, you know, he doesn't have any friends, right?
He does. Anyway.
But Phil, you don't have
It doesn't,
any, like,
doesn't matter
crazy.
though. Like,
Dave Davey did a $2 super chat. He says, why won't you say this to their face? Because I'm not going to ever be a part of their content ever again.
you're
You're
not
scared, Phil.
Yeah, you're a bitch.
Go
But
on their show.
You know, Phil, right now, I don't know what to tell you, but you're on Kino Casino. and Phil, you've given us content.
Yeah.
So just not understanding how things actually work.
Yeah.
What are you, retarded? Why would I ever give them
Positive.
another moment of time? If I'm going to say this, it'll be in my content, so I benefit, I get the views, I get the boost. I'm not going to give them anything ever again. They don't deserve it.
You don't.
What did
get
they
the
do to
views,
deserve more
you
of
don't
my
get the
time?
views. Holy shit, Phil.
Always
They're
about
out of your
him,
mind.
me.
So I'm a coward? No, I'm intelligent, you stupid idiot.
No, you're not.
What a fucking idiot.
He's actually one of the most low IQ people.
When
in the
you
world.
have someone who is your opposition, who's someone who has nothing but disdain for you and can do nothing but personally gain out of your involvement, you don't involve yourself with them.
But you just did
Don't you get it?
for a half hour.
That's how you fuck them. You don't give them the free win. You don't walk into the
You just
lion.
did.
the 3.5
just gave me-
hours.
By the way, did you see he calls it a lion's den, which means he knows he would be eaten alive.
Yeah, of
in the
course.
casino. Which
Well,
he
they-
knows he doesn't have a legitimate argument. He would just be destroyed and dismantled, as I've done to him in real time on Smart Guys, time and time and time again. I've made this guy a fool and a little bitch, and he knows he couldn't handle it because he'd be destroyed.
Well, the 2.5 hours we got here was pretty nice.
Den like a moron and give them a freebie. Well, that's the dumbest thing possible. Oh, yes, I'm well aware that every time that I talk about them, you know they're going to clip the content because this is all they do. Again, they're hacks. They don't have content.
Right.
The only way that the casino has content is to copy someone else's content.
Okay, you're copying video game streamer. Like, you know what I
You
mean?
don't
Like,
have your own content then. You're reliant on the video game for
Yeah.
your content, Phil.
exactly.
You see how logically it doesn't make any fucking sense, Phil?
Yeah, make your own content, make your own game and play
You
it.
get it?
makes
They have
sense.
no
Right,
original
Dark
content.
Side Flow. He's seething so bad. None of what he's saying makes any sense at all.
It's
None.
so ridiculous.
Their original content doesn't work. Like when Andy tries to play a game at night,
You watch
they
it.
lose all their viewers. They all leave.
Okay. I had 1,500 viewers on the last post show at 4 a.m. till 6 a.m. Still 7 times your viewer count after a 7.5 hour show. Thoughts?
Isn't it just crazy? The
Thoughts?
delusions of this guy.
Like, I don't even know what to say.
I don't know. It's just crazy to claim that playing games is the only form of original content that exists. Wild.
They don't have original content. All they can do is make fun of others. So
Yeah, Clay Pigeon, Andy has an absurd amount of viewers in the post show. Yeah, till like 7 a.m. And by the way, why would everyone stay at between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m.?
I don't know. Phil's just out to lunch, man.
That's what I mean. Like that. Of course, they are. Oh yeah, I hope Phil talks about us today so we can clip it and we can talk about it. Yeah, I get it. That's called lowbrow, dumbest, lowest garbage
stop,
content,
Phil.
bottom of the barrel, shoveling shit for dumb people. I get it.
Here we go. Here's Phil's mature content.
They would overact, and everyone loved it, and then they became millionaires. It's a fucking sad fact, but people are just suckers for this garbage content, and it made people fucking rich. And apparently, it still to this day remains popular with people who think it's funny. It's just, to me, that is so stupid. That is the dumbest content you can put out on the internet. It's low effort. It's zero intelligence. It's made for people who have the brains like made of peach fuzz.
Okay. Well, we can see Phil is a jealous, bitter man.